This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.
Look. When I told you, she told me at first when she told me to get out the house, and she said, your sister got panties on, you got drawers.
Yeah, what she
came back with it. She said, nigga, you got drawers, nigga. I ain't raised no panties, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, go get you another bitch. She said, I go get something for you. I know a whole bunch of bitches that like you, you know what I'm saying? That want to fuck with you. I just don't be trying to be, you know what I'm saying, on you like that. And I'm like,
nigga, I'm hurt. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah.
I shut the door. I went in there and just lay on the bed and just cried. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about?
Before reality TV fame and before all the baby mama drama, there was Scrappy. Straight out of Zone 3, Cleveland Avenue to be exact, born and raised in the heart of Atlanta. He did not wait for a cosign. He came in the game swinging with raw energy and real pain behind his bars and hooks. Whether it was the crunk anthems that started fights in the club or the moments on screen that showed the man behind the music, Scrappy always stayed true. 10 toes down for Atlanta, a voice for the city, and a product of the same streets that shaped legends. This ain't just entertainment. This is real history in motion. This is Scrappy. Now that's Atlanta Culture.
Back at you with another episode of Atlanta Cultures Podcast.
You feel me?
I got a special guest with me today, man. My young partner, man. My young little brother. Scrap Dog. What up, Scrap?
Man, I'm lit.
What you know good?
I'm lit, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to get on here for a minute. You dig what I'm saying? I was sitting there looking at shit. I'm like, now when you get to the crunk part, now where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I see Don P. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm at.
We ain't leave you out, man.
I felt left out.
I've been waiting on you, man.
I felt left out.
I've been waiting on you, man. I'm glad you came to fuck with me today.
For real, man. I'm glad to be here, man.
Yeah. So we're going to jump right on in, man. Since this is the Atlanta Culture Podcast, we got to start off with, what hospital was you born in?
Grady Memorial.
Grady Memorial.
Yeah, man. The centerpiece of Atlanta.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
I went to Forest Park for like split second, South Atlanta for a split second, then I moved out to the east side and went to Cedar Grove.
They bad that thing off. Middle school, we're gonna go elementary and middle school.
Okay. I went to J.C. Harris, that's on the west side. What other elementary school I went to? I went to Perkinson.
Okay.
That's on the south side. And before I went to Perkinson, I was with my grandma on the east side at Stone Mountain, Rockbridge Elementary.
Okay, yeah. Cool.
And middle school, I went to Price Middle School, Crawford Long, and that was the only, and when I moved to the further south, I went to Babb.
So what, guys?
And damn, I moved with my daddy, and I went to Marietta Middle School too, my bad.
Look, you were moving around like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I moved because I would get in trouble a lot, and they had to just, move me.
I got you. I got you. So check this out. If you had to claim a side, a city, or anything, what you claim? What hood you claim?
I'm gonna claim Zone 3.
Zone 3.
That's why I shedded all my blood at.
Exactly.
Got in all my fights. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm a Southeast nigga. Cause I'm from the South Side, but I blew up on the East Side, and I was fighting out there too. I was at Megaplex, sharing Megaplex every weekend with all my East Side niggas, popping niggas' heads off.
Yeah, Megaplex was lit.
Man, my cousin Cool Baby threw a nigga through the whole window down that bitch. I'm like, cuz we threw a nigga through a window.
Wild ass young nigga.
For real.
So give me your criteria of being from Atlanta. What's the criteria to be from Atlanta?
What you mean, like the criteria? I know criteria mean the makeup of.
So give me. So we got a lot of niggas that say they from Atlanta.
Yeah.
For you to accept the nigga to say he from Atlanta, what's got to be the shit?
Shit, man, you had to bleed, sweating, like crying this motherfucker. You had to go through some shit. You had to be from one of these infamous sides. You know what I'm saying? You had to, you got to wear your hat a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to walk a certain kind of way. You even have to talk a certain kind of way. If you ain't got that Atlanta dialect in you, bro. You know what I'm talking about?
I got so check this out.
What you mean?
This coming from me. This ain't even on the question list right here. So you know you got your Ludacris's, you got your Ray Daniels.
Yeah.
They considered Atlanta?
They're cousins.
Okay.
They're cousins of Atlanta. Because I used to not consider Luda Atlantean, but he has done a lot for Atlanta. Okay. And he came here. He went to high schoal here.
He did.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so it's like, you have to be here for a good little minute, like for real, like.
You gotta get your card stamped.
Yeah, you gotta be here for like a little 10, 12 years, you know what I'm saying?
I consider Ludacris from Atlanta. I let him slide.
I definitely consider him an Atlanta person, but he not an Atlanta native.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
He not an indigenous Atlanta person. You feel
Okay,
me?
cool.
But he is from Atlanta.
So take me back to when you first started rapping. Matter of fact, man, I'm gonna scratch that right now, man. I'm gonna get to that question in a minute, man. See, a lot of people don't know, man. See, I go back with your ass, man. So we go back before the rapping shit.
For real.
See, niggas don't know, man. I tell everybody that we were just talking about this before we got on here, man. All the best rap niggas and all the cool niggas were dancing in Atlanta first, nigga. Nigga don't know I met Scrappy, he was dancing, nigga.
Yeah, man. He used to call me Lil Tick. You know what I mean?
So take me back to the dance days first.
So, rest in peace, my big brother, he gone right now, Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, I remember little Mickey.
I used to dance and holla out my nigga Vic, Pretty Eye Vic, who used to be in all Sierra videos.
Mm-hmm.
They had me in the dance and shit. They got me into that shit. I used to be in the Bond Squad. My nigga Eric with the 4 Aces. We used to be just going around everywhere dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I was at Crawford Long Middle School dancing. You know what I'm saying? With Short. I don't know if anybody know if they forgot who Short is. Short he was one of the older niggas used to be like going crazy. And I ended up going to I'm talking about I used to crank all the hallways up like every Friday.
What school you was at then cranking that shit up?
Every last one of them out of name. I was that bitch dancing. You feel me?
Gotcha.
I'm talking about from elementary on up to middle school, all the way up to high school. Because in high school, when I got to Cedar Grove, I'm talking about it was to a point to where the principal was just like, go ahead, they do it every Friday.
Crank it up.
I'm talking about I had I'm talking about it would be the whole school in the hallway near the steps and shit, and then we just crank that bitch up right there, and everybody just be like, whoa, he did it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the crazy part about it, like, cause I used to see niggas come around, they be like, bro, y'all dancing that nigga, but them dancing that nigga shoot the shit out you.
No doubt.
They gonna fuck. And we used to like to fight. We used to like to dance.
Yeah, I'm about to say they were the niggas that were fighting at the bar. Soon they get off stage dancing, nigga, they was out there fighting this shit.
Fighting like a motherfucker. Niggas be like, y'all was just pop locking. Nigga, like,
no doubt. No.
But then it came to a point to where I did this little thing for I had a dance group that one of my girlfriend's uncle put together, and we went to this thing for Missy. We was supposed to Divine
Stevens,
the dancing, who used to do the choreography and shit. Yeah. He had a little thing that he was gonna do for Missy, and the little white girl was there too. The one who was dancing in her videos.
Yeah. I remember.
So I ended up being the only one out my group making it. I was finna dance in one of Missy videos.
Gotcha.
But I was just like, I don't think I want to come out as a dancer.
I was about to say,
you know what I'm saying? Because
that might be coming out right now. Every time you did so, they'll bring it on Instagram now. They had you dancing with that white girl.
How the boy Offset was in the Whitney Houston video.
No, that wasn't Offset. I'm gonna tell you who it was. That was one of my partners.
No, he said he was in the.
You talking about Offset? You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about when they tried to say Gilly. Remember they kept trying to say Gilly?
That was
that's the Bounce Master J. That's Bounce Master J. So every time I see it, I'm like,
the homie too.
I like, nigga, that Bounce Master J, man, that my nigga.
Yeah, that my nigga. That's how everybody used to dance back then. Like for the,
and I tell that's some Atlanta shit.
Really for the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like my bad for all the women, but for all the women, like nigga used to goddamn do a little.
Yeah, they drop it down, but you know what I'm saying?
Them hoes, I used to fuck them hoes. Them hoes used to goddamn be like, boy, I'm finna fuck this nigga right now. 100%. You feel what I'm saying? Right now, you dig what I'm saying?
100%.
But I looked at that shit and I was like, bro, I like rapping was the part that rapping and doing poems and shit. That shit got a lot of my emotions and my anger out of me. You know what I'm saying? It did something for me, so I was like, I don't want to really do that no more. I just stopped.
So take me back when you started rapping. Then I didn't mean to cut you off, but I want to get you started from there.
Well, I really started rapping before I started dancing, and because it was I just didn't do it in public. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I stayed in Amer Heights over here, and I had a homeboy. We used to call him Wesley Snipes because he looked like Wesley Snipes. But he used to always go around Outkast. He used to be around the Attic crew and all that shit. All y'all, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, bro, I was over at the Attic, you know what I'm saying? Over in the dungeon, bro. Jay goddamn, chilling goddamn. And he would just tell us all these stories. Yeah. And it was this one rap I used to goddamn, I wrote it down and I was like, I think I can do this shit. And it was like, I forgot how it go, but it was talking about the Georgia Dome and my gun and shit like that. I ain't even have a gun. I was talking about my mama and my stepdad gun. You know what I'm saying? I used to look at it.
That's your first gun with your parents' gun.
I used to hold that shit. I'd be like, yeah, nigga, fuck. So I would rap about that. And then one day I was able to write my poems off my pain. You know, whatever I was going through, I could write about it. And then shit, I moved to the east side one day, and before I moved to the east side, I was out far south side, Old Dixie, Beyond, that's what they call it. I was out there, and I used to have the little radio, and then my mama bought me like another radio with a microphone. So I would take the one radio, put some tape, put some little tissue in the top of the tape, put it in there, record it, mass record, and then the other one play the music, and I got the shit like this. But before I had the microphone, I used to go on the other side of the, one side was, I think, played the music, and the other side you could rap on.
Yeah.
And then I got the microphone on the shit, and I started doing the shit, and I really felt like I was making good music, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's a start.
So I would keep doing that, and then I moved to the east side, and I got around the SWAT team that had the song "We Hate Pastor Troy." I started being around them, and I was like, "Damn, I'm almost near this shit." Cause nigga, I'm on stage with these niggas. These niggas goddamn, and they were going around everywhere doing that song "We Hate Pastor Troy," and I couldn't understand why they hated Pastor Troy. But I was one of the little niggas that they would have when it was time to go to war. I was right there. You know what I'm saying? Me and all my other homies like. I don't know if you ever heard of DJ Threat. You know what I'm saying? DJ Threat. Yeah, he was the first one played my song in the club. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like being in that atmosphere, I was almost, what my dream was almost there.
Yeah, you saw it was possible.
It was possible. So I just kept going. And then I was in the club with all my older homeboys, and shout out to Torn, you know what I'm saying? Pooh Baby, everybody like that's from the east side that kept me under their wing, and they was like we would go through the crowd screaming, "We some head busters." I was the little nigga, but I was smart. God put me on something. God said, "Use that. That can be your first single. That can be your first hit." And I tried it. I had a couple of beats from different people. My homeboy, White Boy Bishop. He made one, I did head bust on his shit. Then another one came up, I did head bust, but it wasn't clicking. So then I got with the homie Bingo from the east side, and me and him got together, and he did the beat over. And I had my two homeboys from Cedar Grove. I forgot their name. I'm sorry if y'all see it. I'm sorry, but they got in there with me, and we were doing the head buster chant. We was head busting. And bro, once I took it to the club, everybody already knew we would go around saying that shit. It was already a chant. Cause you know Atlanta.
Yeah, cause they was all chants.
Atlanta, we had crunk chants in the club. You in the club, you chanting shit that your hood got on with you. And 100%. Nigga, I played that shit. And you know, on the now version of Head Buster, it's Lil Jon saying that. But at first, I came up with all the stuff that he was saying.
Yeah.
It's the International Head Buster anthem. And then when that shit said, "We some head," but the crowd just went nuts instantly. They ain't even look for the verse. They ain't even fuck about the verse.
Yeah,
they was just nigga. They
wanted some shit to go.
They just knew that that's what we were doing every week in the club at the Megaplex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit just went crazy, and I just shout out to Big Mill. He helped me get in the studio, cause he had the SWAT team, DJ Thread and Big Mill. They had the SWAT team. So I was like, man, let me get in the studio. I couldn't never get on none of their shit. So,
you gonna do your own shit.
I said, I'm gonna do my own shit. And then I end up, he paid for some studio time for me. And I went in the real studio and did that shit, man. And that shit was just.
So was that your first song? In the first song in the real studio?
My first song in the real studio.
And your first song in the real studio and ended up being number one hit in the goddamn city.
Number one hit in the city, man. And back then, you know, a song can last for years.
Yeah.
So I had that song for like 3-4 years before it even came out on radio. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Yola shit was.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like before it even came out on radio, before anybody outside the city knew it, that shit was a hit for a long time.
So let me back up a little bit. Give me the first song you heard on the radio that made you proud to be from Atlanta.
Shit. Man, it was that Outkast shit, Southern Playalistic. You know what I'm saying? When that shit just come on, it just real pimp shit. Like it make you feel good to be where you from. You know what I'm saying? Like that Outkast shit come on, you be like, and then it went from Outkast to Tip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It, like, you know, Youngbloods, all the whole Addict crew, like just all y'all niggas just made me feel like I'm from this bitch. Like it wasn't no whole, like, even when Troy and Rashida came out with when they had that Do It and We Ready, that shit is like it escalated the feeling of I'm from this bitch.
Yeah.
This is how we
Nigga
get
proud,
down.
yeah, nigga proud to be from that.
This is what we do, nigga.
Yeah. Cause when I was coming up, we ain't had nothing but Miami and goddamn New York.
Yeah, the booty shake.
You know, the booty shake. So he's a nigga. So we ain't had nothing what we were.
Them, you know what I'm
we ain't had nothing what we was like, nigga, it's Atlanta. Until my first shit was Get 'Em Off.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh yeah, nigga, I got a nigga from Decatur, nigga talking that Decatur shit.
And see, Get 'Em Off, you're Wicked. Wicked and Dino. And then Nino. They made me feel good just because, like, I see what they talking about. I can see what they talking about.
Yeah, exactly,
you know
nigga.
What I'm saying?
Like the first time I heard that nigga talking about jump back in the 98, Kid McAfee, dip.
Yeah. I'm just over there.
Come on,
I'm just over there, nigga.
Come on,
my
you feel
grandma
me?
stay over there, nigga. Like I be over there all the time, nigga. You feel me? Like,
so that gave us some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I asked you that.
It was all y'all, bro. Like I never it ain't like one single thing. It's like a whole bunch of collective a thing that made me feel good to be from Atlanta and let me know, like, you know, I can make it in this shit.
So let me ask you this, man. Who was the first to give you the name Scrappy? And how'd you get that name?
It was a dude over in Amon Heights, right up the street from here, on Zone 3. And every time he seen me at the corner store, he would just be like, bro, he always fighting. Cause I don't know why, cause okay, remember I told you I was with my grandma and at the elementary, Rockbridge. That's on the east side. Now this is when Stone Mountain and all that shit was damn near white.
Yeah, it's white.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And I, you know, the school I went to was predominantly white, so I was on that shit. I was on the talking proper and I wanted to make all A's for my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I need all A's and she gonna give me something for that. You know what I'm saying? My grandma she gonna, I just need my grandma and granddad to be proud of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they used to be proud of me. But then one day, I tell everybody this story. One day, it was the end of second grade year, and I come home to my grandma's house, me and my little sister, and my granddad was like, looked like he was heartbroken. Now I can see that he was heartbroken. And I'm just like, why granddad is looking like that? And I said, hey, granddad, and he just patted me on my head, yeah. And I was like, so cuz. Like, you know what I mean? And I knew we were finna go to my mama's house, because that's what we do every summer on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? So, and my grandma, she was kind of acting funny and shit. I'm like, the whole ride home, cuz you been acting funny, you know? And then I seen the bags, and I'm like, why we taking all these bags? We just going over for the weekend, you know what I'm saying? And then we get in the car, and I'm looking at my grandma. My grandma was like, I gotta let your mama be a mama. I'm like, she is a mama, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
she's like, no, nigga, she tired of raising your ass.
So grandma was like, you finna go live with your mama. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah. Like, nah, I don't wanna go stay with her. Like, I'm good over here. You know what I'm saying? I think I get everything I want over here. You know what I got you. Know, Granny spoiling nigga, you know what I'm saying? So we get over there. Soon as my grandma walk out the house and get in her car and leave, pull off. I'm sitting there, I'm coming from a non-confrontational place. You feel what I'm saying? My mama coming in, she was like, get your ass outside. And I'm like, what was that?
Yeah, you ain't been used to talking like that.
She ain't talk. Now, ain't nobody ever talked to me. Even my mama never talked to me like that. You know what I'm saying? To that day. And she was like, get your ass outside. And I'm like, what, go out in the front? Like, you know what I mean? She was like, no. All around this fucking these apartments, you is kids out there. You go find somebody to play with. She said, you ain't no girl. You got your sister for that. She wear the panties. You wear the drawers. And I'm like, okay. Nobody in my fucking life told me before then that when you go to the hood, you don't look them in the eye. You know what I'm saying? So I'm walking past this, you know, in all the projects in the hood and apartment and shit, they got big fields and shit where everybody play football at. So I'm walking and I see all the boys playing football and shit. And I'm just like, dang, I used to play football by myself or with my cousins and shit, you know, down the street. Because on my grandma's house, we had a whole street full of cousins.
Gotcha.
Everybody I'm talking about real blood cousins. So on Park Drive in Decatur. So I'm like, I'm walking by, I'm looking at it, it looked extraordinary. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, they playing football with each other.
Yeah, you ain't aware of the danger.
I ain't aware of the danger.
I know exactly.
I looked over there and everybody just stopped instantly. They was
and
like,
you the new guy.
And I'm the new guy.
Yeah.
So they stopped instantly. They was like, hey, Shawty. Hey, Shawty, come here. And I'm like, I'm not coming over. Where is Shawty? Like, you know what I'm saying? What is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they rushed me, bro. They rushed me. And they came over there, were like, what's up, bro? Like, where you from? Where you? And I'm like, I stay in building 78. And it was like, he stayed in building 78. Look how he talk. They were like, look how he talk. And they was just on me, bro. Yeah. And I'm like, these was the ugliest little kids I ever seen. I'm talking about like, they look horrible.
They were roughed up. They clothes and fucked up.
Everything, you know what I'm saying?
You just came from somewhere where grandma got there, wash your clothes, she ironed them for you.
I'm talking about niggas smell like pee and everything. Right now. I'm like, what going on, bro? Like, and they were like, you ever play throw them or eat them up, bro? I'm like, eat them up.
They about to baptize.
I'm like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was explaining, I was trying to explain to them that I only play with my cousin, and when I throw it up, I catch it, and then I tackle myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they were laughing and shit. And they were like, come on over here and play with it. I was like, nah, I'm just walking around. They were like, man, come on, bro. Come on, play. And I'm like, nah. And they just like, come on, bro. They pushed me all the way to the middle of the field, bro. And they were like, see how you do it is when they throw it up in the air, whoever catch it got to run to either touchdown, and that's either over there or to the dude apartment right there, or the sidewalk right down there. And I was like, oh, okay, because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not finna catch this shit. I'm gonna let them do what they do and try to get off around them. You know what I'm saying? So they threw it up. The nigga did like this, boom, run, bro, run. I'm like, what? And nigga. And look,
dirty motherfuckers, boy.
You ever been to Shoal Creek on the east side?
Yeah, most definitely.
So I went that camp, you know what I'm saying? So they used to call me Chipmunk because I looked like it and I could run fast. Yeah. So I used that shit. I was like, I can run fast.
Yeah, I took off running. Yeah.
Buck teeth and everything. Yeah. Just running. And I get to the other end and I sit there and they still were coming. And I'm like, what is
nigga, I done made the touchdown. Yeah, you can't hit me.
Yeah, you can't hit me. Yeah. And he was still coming. Nigga, the older nigga that was sitting out there, you know, it all be some teenagers that sitting out there. They were like, boy, you better run. You better go down the other way. So I took off running and these niggas cannot catch me. Yeah. So I get down to the other end and they still coming. And I was like, and then the older nigga said, throw it up. So somebody else can get it. So I threw it up and they still tackled me. But while they were tackling me, they were punching me, stomping me.
They'll bring you on into the hood.
And so every day I had to fight. So I had got used to that whole atmosphere and that whole get down. Like every day I'm fighting. It's like when you go to jail, like you just go in and steal on somebody so you can just get it over with. So I would go to the corner store and then it'd always be somebody talking about some bad one hit my hand.
Yeah, I remember that.
I ain't wait for it. I just still on it. I just started fighting.
Yeah, you figured it out.
Yeah, I figured it out.
You went on figured it out.
So the old man that used to be sitting at the corner store used to be like, that's Scrappy right there. That's like the dog. He had like the dog. He all want to fight.
I got
all right, Scrap. So every time I come down there, come out there and get my little lemon heads or my little
hug juice or whatever. Yeah.
That nigga be like, boy, that's Scrappy right there. And so my mama seen that shit, like, call my son Scrappy, cuz. Like, the fuck? And I be like, nah, ma, I be, like, I be fighting all the time. And she be like, oh, yeah.
I fuck with that.
Yeah, he do be fighting and shit. My son beat the nigga ass, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why, I hate to be long-winded, but I just need to get to that story.
I ain't mad with that. We need that whole story.
Yeah,
So, you already had a buzz before you got to Lil Jon, man. Describe that moment and your momentum that you had going into it, and how did Jon help?
So, like I said, I had that song for like 3 years. You know what I'm saying? And I went to boot camp down in Augusta. And
we got to rewind and figure out how you went to boot camp too. But go ahead.
Got you. I told you I was on some negative shit when I was a kid. Yeah. But I got out of boot camp and I like I said, I was fucking with the SWAT team boys or whatever, and they was doing their little run, and Headbuster had got a little lit while I was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I came home and I was just performing that shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up running into stop fucking with the SWAT team because I just felt like, I don't know, it was just time for a change.
Gotcha.
They wouldn't let me get on stage and do my shit.
He's outgrowing people.
Outgrowing people, you know what I'm saying? And then I ended up running into Trillville, you know what I'm saying? And I knew LA because him and Smurf, the one that promote the clubs now, they was doing promotions for neighborhood superstars.
Okay, Smart World, I know.
Lil Lo and Wallow.
Okay.
Rest in peace, Wallow. From Atlanta.
I forgot all about Wallow.
Yeah, Big Wallow.
Yeah, Big
you know what I'm
Wallow,
saying? And I ran into them, and because, let me not leave Shenard and Moet out because those the guys that really put me on every stage in the
There's a
fucking
lot
world.
of people gone now.
You know, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Shenard. You know what I'm saying? HNIC. You know what I'm saying?
That's my nigga.
Him and Moet, they would put me on anything big, anything, any stage, and they helped me. They made motherfuckers play my music all the time, and Trillville music. So I ended up running into Trillville. We kept doing song. Me and Don P. He was the producer. I had Bingo. He was a producer. So those the guys I could get. I just wanted to rap. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they had Never Ever song. And I had Head Buster, but everybody knew Head Buster, and I was going around still doing shows. And they would just tell me, they would scream, they would open up for me. And once they open up and I come out do Head Buster, we both rocked the shit. And then Stay Fresh came about.
Okay.
Shout out to Stay Fresh. Stay Fresh came about, and he got Trillville a deal with BMF and Lil Jon. So I was like, that's dope, you know, but okay, you know what I'm saying? I was around Big Oomp them, you know what I'm saying? Baby D and all that shit. So I'm like, shit, they, you know, Baby D they let me perform sometimes, Big Oomp them, you know that? DJ Jelly and all them, MC Assault, the whole shit.
Gotcha.
And DJ Unk, rest in peace, all of them would just let me cause they knew I had it, you know what I'm saying? They knew I had that shit, you know? And Vince Phillips and Orlando McGee came to see Trillville at the aquarium one night, and they opened up for me. They did Never Ever, and I went and did Head Buster. Never Ever crunked that bitch up because it had started getting
it was rolling,
and they had that wave, and the Head Buster came on, and it was some niggas in there that I ain't fuck with, and they ain't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying?
I see where this is going.
And Trillville, that was my new crew. You know what I'm saying? And I had my Southside niggas in there with me too. And shout out to my nigga, what was it? Oh my God. I'll come back to that.
Wow.
So we end up doing Head Buster, and that motherfucker started a fight from the front of the stage all the way to the back.
Yeah.
I wasn't a part of it. Trillville wasn't a part of it. But I seen the niggas that I ain't fuck with in the crowd, and they were fighting some more niggas.
Yeah.
I jumped off stage and started swinging on them niggas. Trillville came with me. My Southside niggas came with me. My Eastside niggas came with me.
He saw a point to take advantage and get the niggas that you didn't fuck with her.
And we just started battling. And then they end up put me and Don P out back by ourselves, just me and them. And then they put the niggas that we were fighting out back.
I've had that happen to me before.
And then I looked at Don P.
It's time to go.
Don P said, shit, let's go.
Yeah.
We just started, we was finna fight them niggas. Then all our niggas came out back. We just started fighting. So then we walked around the front after the fight. We walked around front, and Vince and Orlando was right there. And they came in with their ties and they suit on and shit. They was on some, you know, Vince Phillips is a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? And by the time we came around, he had his shit like the tie was down here.
Vinny V was ready to go.
No, he was just hot. You know, in the aquarium, it was like you could look at the windows.
Yeah, and it'd be steamed up.
And he looked at me. He was like, "Hey man, come holler at me, come holler at me." And then one of the niggas was coming around with like, "Damn, bro, like." You know what I'm saying? Like you on some fuck shit. Whatever he said, and I was smoking a black and mild, threw that shit at him. I thumped that shit at him. I think I was like 16, 17. I dumped that shit at him. And Cole was like, Vince was like, damn, bro, like you crazy. Like you wow. I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And Vince was like, man, I want you to come sign with us man, at BMF with Lil Jon and Trillville, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, just come to the office on Monday. And I was like, yeah, all right, for sure. I was on my little arrogant shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
trap boy shit. Like,
Yeah.
I was selling my little weed. I was like, nigga, I get that, nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
And man, I got there. He told me to come at 12. I came at 2. Me and my mom Dukes, because Mom Duke was a big dope girl. She was a drug dealer and pimp hoes and shit.
Yeah.
So
I remember
she
you
was
like
like, we ain't gonna get there when they tell her to get there. You know what I'm saying? We'll pull up.
She was
you know
doing a
what
momager.
Yeah, the momager. She said, we'll
yeah.
pull up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. So we get there. It's this house on what is that shit?
That shit was off of and then West End, right?
West End.
I remember what the house.
You know what I'm saying?
Sitting up on top of the
Ashby,
hill.
on
Ashby, yeah.
Sitting on that
the
shit.
hill. I remember
Sitting
being
on the
me.
hill. We walked up there and we sat down, and I think John was there. No, yeah, John was there, but I ain't really know how he looked for real. You know what I'm saying? But I talked to him before on the So Def, because I tried to get signed So Def when I was younger.
That's when he had So Def Bass All Star.
And he was like an A&R with us, so he was the one pick up the phone. So when I called, he picked up the phone. He was like, he the one taught me how to do and he don't even know. I forgot to even tell him this shit. He the one told me how to put the either some tape or the tissue in the
tape.
cassette.
Okay.
And make you a demo. You know what I'm saying? And
y'all heard that, Lil Jon? John, you heard that?
Yeah, you did that,
Jonathan,
John.
that's what you did for Scrap.
You did that, John. I didn't even know. I forgot to tell you a long time ago. You did that. But I sat there with him and we did the deal, even though the deal was crazy. It was fucked up because we didn't know. My mama didn't know nothing about no music. She used to sing. She done been in groups and bands and shit like that. Mama could sing her ass off. To my Whitney Houston, she used to sing. You know what I'm saying? She used to sing with the all the bands. The what's the famous band? I forgot their name. Like, she used to sing with them people when they come down to Atlanta. But she was also a drug dealer and pimp hoes. Like, so we went there, signed the deal. Next thing you know, I was around Lil Jon, and from what I got from Lil Jon and Vince and everybody, that he was on some Barry Gordy shit. He did not want to deal with no kids. He did not want to deal with no teenagers. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, you know what I'm saying?
He knew the headache that shit was gonna come with that shit.
And then I asked him one day, I was like, shit, bro, you know what I'm saying? You did the Never Ever Over for Trillville, and I'm on it, you know what I'm saying? But you gonna get on Head Buster? Like, you gonna do something for Head Buster?
Yeah.
He was like, we're gonna do that in a minute. We just need to get this Never Ever shit going.
Gotcha.
And for me, I was like, damn, like, I need that shit work more than them, because my shit been out 3-4 years already. You know what I'm saying? I need that to reignite the flame. I need that star power on there. I didn't even know nothing about star power, but right now I know what I needed. And I knew what I needed then. I'm like, I need you on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you are crunk. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we had a show one day. He would take us around and do shows with him, open up for him. And one day we went to the East Side Bounce, where Jazzy T used to be at. And Jazzy T was gone at the time. And Trillville, it was crazy, because now I'm opening up for Trillville because he feel like they song is better than mine. You know
they think that's gonna be the one.
Yeah.
I got you.
So I did, like, I was like, I had asked him, I said, he said, we'll do it in a minute. So when I opened up for them, I opened up for the whole thing, Trillville and the East Side Boy, Lil Jon East Side Boy. I seen John in the corner over there at the door, at the little thing, and he was just like a dark, just boss, just standing there looking.
Yeah.
But I had the whole club doing this. It was over with.
And that's when he knew.
And he was just like, that Monday, that was Saturday, that Monday, DJ Bingo hit me, the one who made the Head Buster beat. He said, hey, bro, come to the studio. We doing Head Buster, me and John. And I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
He said he wants you to do that shit all the way over, do the whole shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, I gotta listen to it, because I don't remember everything I said.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And this one we was still making 3 verses, you know what I'm saying? And I was working at Costco's, you know what I'm saying? Costco's.
Niggas working at Costco's, selling weed and got
everything. I'm talking about Usher, Jazzy Faye, the Brat, T-Bars.
And then go be a musician by night.
Yeah. Whoever would come in Costco's, I would help them with their shit, sell them weed, all that shit. They got everything. Like,
okay.
So I met all these people before I met all these people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm in there and I'm doing this shit. I'm like, I look at Bing, I said, I'm really finna do this shit. He was like, yeah. And they put my song on a mix show before John was even on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Shanika, shout out to Miss Shanika and DJ Triple A, I think his name was. Like they put my shit on the mix show with Empress Cersei. You know what I'm saying? And Empress Cersei already knew it. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, when John got on that shit, nigga, I'm at Costco one day, and I had already been telling everybody, like, I'm gonna be somebody, but I'm gonna rap, bro. I'm gonna be this big woo. And people always want to remind me that I used to say that. You know what I'm saying? I was in Costco and I went around to my homeboy. He had the liquor department and he had the radio playing. He was like, bro, they playing your shit. And I was like,
so the first time you heard your shit, you was at work at Costco.
I was working. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there like, but still at that time, I couldn't take it as I made it because I'm like, you know, I'm from the hood. Ain't nobody really finna just, who am I? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
you're still in Costco.
Still in Costco, you know what I'm saying? And then another job came up for me. I was finna, no, I actually worked at UPS for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? My grandma helped me get that job and she bought me these Timberland boots. And then I looked at my mom, I said, Mom, I can't do this work shit no more. You know what I'm saying? I said, I used to be down the street for my opportunity. I said, now I'm in the driveway.
Yeah. Nah, that's real shit.
Like I gotta go get this shit. And my mama looked at me and she was like, your grandma gonna be mad as hell. She bought the Timberland boots for you.
She done just bought you these new work boots, nigga. You ain't gonna go work.
Yeah, cause my grandma come from my granddad a real working man. My daddy a real working man. Like these,
they don't even understand.
Everybody in my life is real working, hard working men that did it with their hands. You know what I'm saying? And here I come want to rap and want to do entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But my mama come from wanting to do entertainment. She wanted that, but she never really got a chance to do that because she ended up getting a head-on collision accident and she had to take care of her kids. Nobody was gonna help her. You know what I'm saying? So she had to hustle and do what she had to do. But my mama seen it in me. My mama said, she said, nigga, I smell money. Nigga, I know money when I see it. And you some money. So she said, go ahead, do what you gotta do. So I went full-pledged on rapping. And that's when the head buster shit was getting there. And it was out. Never Ever Head Buster was lit. It was all over
they were going at the same time. I remember.
It was everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And one day we went down to wherever, I think it was Albany or Auburn, Georgia, Albany, one of them places.
Gotcha.
And it was where Georgia State was, where the Bulldogs was at. And they had their homecoming. And John had to perform. And he brought us out with him. And they already knew all that shit. Everybody in the college, they knew that shit.
Once the college get his own,
shit. And we did that. We went to the after party. John had the after party. We got the fight in there. Because me and John walked out. I ain't gonna lie, I was sticking close to John. I'm like, I gotta make it. Like I'm here. Like I ain't no way in the fuck I'm finna pad this shit up. And so we walked out and somebody came out and was like, hey, y'all boys in there fighting. And I was like, what? That's my
that's my cue.
I ran back in there. I seen everybody fighting. I just
get in there.
Whoever. I got no matter of fact, it was Don P. He was right there fighting. I came there and helped him. We was fighting some nigga. And then we got on the bus and everybody was just talking about the shit. We like, yeah, right, we got down. You know,
I know John went with that shit.
He went with that shit.
I know John.
Like, goddamn. So everybody was, all the Trillville niggas, everybody like, they were like, well, we finna go back to the city, goddamn, turn up, we go to another club, catch it before it closed, cause that when the city was closed at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 100.
I looked at John and it was God, bro. It was all God. I know it because I was scared to talk to John. For real. Like, and I looked at him, I said, hey, bro, like, I said, if you can, bro, if I can go on the road with you this time, bro, like, you ain't gotta pay, you ain't gotta give me no money, you ain't gotta give me no clothes. I wear the same shit every day. And I just, wash my clothes every day and I'll find a way to make some money while I'm out there, because I'm come from the street.
You figured out.
And he did, like, he looked at me.
That's when he knew he could fuck with you.
He said, for real? He said, for real? I said, yeah. He said, where your manager? I said, he over there. He said, come on, tell him, come on.
That's all.
And we stayed on the bus with him, the tour bus. Nigga, my manager left his car in Albany He left his car in Albany, and we got on the bus, and he said, "I'll get somebody to tow that shit back to Atlanta."
That's real. That's hard.
Nigga, and we went from there, and ever since then, I was on the road with that nigga.
Yeah.
Because when I seen that shit, when I got, we were going to St. Louis the next day. So we left there, went to St. Louis. I woke up that next morning in St. Louis. I've never been out of town.
Say nigga saw that big ass arch and like,
I seen
nigga.
the arch.
Yeah.
I seen the arch.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I seen this in a magazine.
Yeah.
And then we went to the show that night. It was in the arena. I seen Nelly, Chingy, Luda. Everybody was there. Master P, everybody that I've always seen on the big screen, I seen them there. And then when I got on stage with Jon, that crowd effect.
Yeah,
and he gave me a mic. He let me rock with him. And I was like, I can never go back.
I was about to say that first feeling, that had to be a shot of adrenaline.
I could never go back to, this is where I want to be. I could never go back to being in just the club. Like, I need this. This is the one.
Yes.
And I was on tour with that nigga forever then. He kept me with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how everybody knew me when it was time for me to come back around. Everybody already knew me. I'd have been in these people's face. I'm right there with Jon hype man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I end up being their hype man, even though they was their own hype man. You feel me? I'm talking about I would come out with them and they would block the East Side boys coming back because they were like, that's Lil Jon, the East Side boy right there. And they like Big Sam, little boy used to get mad.
I know I know my body.
They used to get mad as fuck, bro. Them niggas be like, so ugly ass, your little ass nigga. And I look at them like my uncles. You know what I'm saying? Like my big, not my uncles, but my big brothers.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
The reason why they mad, boy, you about to take money out, you about to take food out their mouth.
But I wasn't getting paid to do that. I was just going out there just
They knew what was coming.
They knew what was
They
coming.
knew what the fuck was coming. Them niggas couldn't rap. They knew exactly what the fuck was coming. Them
No, all that shit that Jon got, they helped write that shit.
I believe
they helped write that shit.
Jon can't rap either, so they
you feel what I'm saying? They helped them with them chants. You know what I'm saying? But and also the say this too. Once he started letting me do my song out there, and I had no idea that everybody already knew my shit.
That's the difference.
But Jon told me, like, he said, no, people come to Atlanta and they go back to their college. You know what I'm saying? They people are in college in Atlanta and they go back home.
And they take that shit with them.
That shit with them. And that's how everybody knowing it. It was crazy, bro. So I needed Jon because I needed an elevation. You feel me? From where I was at. So
speaking of Jon, let's stay on him for a minute. From your perspective, what was his contribution to the culture and what made him so big?
I mean, shit, Jon signed half of So Def acts, you know what I'm saying? And he was the A&R and shit, he was a DJ. You know what I'm saying? Like, he knew what was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got with him, even when I would do, you can't find nobody that Jon did records with that say it was an easy task. You can't find nobody. Youngbloods, nobody. I don't give a fuck who you is. You can be Outkast, nigga. You're not gonna have an easy time with Jon. When you I made 3 records for the No Problem beat. I had 3 songs that I had already put on there, and every time I came back, he said, "That ain't it. That ain't it." And I'd be like, "What's it? Like, how do I make it?"
He only knows that shit. And it'd be something that'll go off at. Cause I remember when they were writing the damn shit, we was in there.
I was in there.
And Hagee was like, we don't give a damn. Jon said,
I was in there.
That's it.
So you was in there with us. Everybody was trying to come up with a hook.
They were trying to come up with a hook.
And everybody, it was like the whole Addict crew was, I think Big Boy was in there. Everybody was in there trying to come up with some shit. And that nigga Bo Hagen was like, I don't give a damn. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And that nigga Jon just was like,
that's it?
That's it right there. Going there. It was just simple. It was just simple. And I remember they got to fighting about that shit. Sean Paul and Bo Hagen, they got to fighting about that shit.
Yeah.
I was
there that day too.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
But it's like Jon just got that ear. He got that he just got that it. You know what I'm saying? That you just can't, he got that he came up under Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
And Jermaine Dupri like that. Cuz ain't letting you walk out that studio with no half shit.
To his
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Like that
it
shit
felt like it's it.
Yeah, it gotta be it. You know what I'm saying? So Jon, he just made Atlanta, he put it on the TV where Atlanta really was in the dark. in the club.
I know exactly what you're trying to say. Yeah.
Freaknik, all that shit.
He brought all that shit to the light, to the people. Yeah.
To the people.
Yeah.
Because you know, Jermaine Dupri,
all our
Outkast,
underground shit.
All that shit.
That was pretty shit. That was pretty shit. You're right. The crisscrosses, all that shit.
Was pretty shit. Even though I love all that shit, because all that shit helped make Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But he brought the shit that was in the dark, in that club shit, that hard, that shit.
So that's gonna bring me to this. I'm glad you said that. So it's you, Lil Jon, Pastor Troy, Crime Mouse, Trillville. Y'all had your own genre of music, which was crunk.
Crunk, yeah.
What does that mean to the fabric of Atlanta?
Like I said, it's an era.
Atlanta
had an era. You know what I'm saying? Atlanta had a lot of eras. You know what I'm saying? But that era right there, it had people moving to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? It had people wanting to be from Atlanta. I'm grateful to be from Atlanta because I look at it and I be like, damn, bro, like people tell me they came down because they heard my music and they just want to be a part of it. I'm like, for real? I was just doing what we do in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
I inspired niggas to come.
Yeah, but it just, crunk music, bro, that shit just still do shit to people. It's still, whether you old or young, I can go places right now, I still tour, I still perform, and it be young motherfuckers, YNs in that bitch going crazy on my shit. I'm like, cuz we are not still doing this shit right now. We're not still fighting in the club off this shit. And they gonna fight.
They say they still gonna fight. Them niggas ain't still fighting today.
They still fighting. They
still fighting.
Nuck if you buck, come on, no problem.
So is it gonna be an old nigga out there fighting, or is it gonna be a young nigga right now?
I am an old YN. You feel me?
No doubt.
Yeah, and they told me, I seen a what's her name? I seen a meme, cause it's still going around that I'm the first YN. I'm the first YN that ever stepped on that rap shit. You know what I'm saying?
You one of the first.
Because I
go with that. Whoever came up with that, I go with that.
Cause I, you know what I'm saying? Before it was an NBA young boy, nigga, I was causing havoc. Nigga, even in my own record label.
Nah.
Nigga, they couldn't get me to chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember these days.
For real.
Look, so you were just talking about Jon, right?
Yeah.
So you were talking about how he made you record 3 times in a row. So is it true with that, no problems, he made you go back in that 3 times?
3 times, bro. Like, I mean, I was sitting there, I'm like, cuz, like, you know I know how to make music. I did Head Buster, bro. Like, I already did this shit, bro. I did never ever had, we did it twice. They had one with just Trillville, and then they had one with me on it. That's how me and Don P got into our little beef, because Don P just wanted the one with just them on it. And Jon was like, no, I like the one with Scrappy on it. He went hard. That shit is crazy. I like that shit. I like that one.
Yeah.
But I'm telling Jon, like, I know how to do this shit. Like, just let me do me. Cuz was like, that ain't it.
Yeah.
And he would not tell me what was it.
You got to figure it out.
Figure it out. So it was just Head Busting, never ever. We went on a promo tour.
Okay.
You know, ain't no getting paid. You know what I'm saying? You just going around to the radio stations and you performing. And it was lit as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. It was the littest shit I ever did in my life, because the radio stations would put all the money into it or promoting it. And when we get to the club or the arena, it'd be packed as fuck. It'd be lit. They come there for you. You feel what I'm saying? So I was on the promo tour. I was outside for a couple of days. I would just be in my tour bus by myself. Cause me and Trillville had the same tour bus, but everybody be in there partying, fucking bitches and all that shit. I'm in there trying to come up with this song for this, cause they leaving me. They done did all their songs for the album already. I don't even know how to do this shit. Like, I'm still learning. Like, I'm like.
So now you putting together an album, and
I'm putting together an album, and they, you know, everybody else gone. So I'm in there listening to all the Jon beats, and I'm going back to this no problem shit. And I said,
it's work time for you.
It's work time for me. And I have to make sure my mama good, bro. I have to make sure my little sister good. I have to bring us up out of that shit. Like, we can't keep.
You said this what you want.
We can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? Mama can't keep selling drugs. My sister, she got it. She got shit she want to do. I ain't never been on a cruise. I've sent my sister on a cruise. I ain't never been to a prom, but I sent my sister to a prom.
There you go.
I'm sitting there like, I gotta make it to where I'm trying to get to. So I'm in there writing this shit, and I said, oh shit. I seen 50 Cent, and I seen Jon, and I was a Tupac fan. And I put all that shit together in one, and I said, oh, that's the sauce, that's the swag.
Okay.
I don't know how I did it, but I did it. And don't ask me what, I don't know. It was a chemically imbalanced.
It was something to click.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I said, oh shit, I'm finna do that shit. And when I did the shit, I was in there by myself, nobody, no friends, no nothing. I stayed in that bitch. I would stay in there. John told me, he said, I like you because you know what you want. You will be in there when the engineer get there and when it's time, when the sun come up. I was still there. When I made No Problem, nigga, I walked out, nigga, the sun was up. Nigga, it was like 9 o'clock in the morning when I got out of there. From doing the whole song, putting the whole song together. And I gave it to him, and he did like that. He listened to it. He said he did not bob his head the whole time. When the song was over,
he was analyzing, make sure that it was right.
He did like that. He said, "That's it.
Yeah,
that's the one." And I'm like, "Nigga, it took you the whole song to think of that shit?" Cause I'm sitting there waiting on some feedback the whole time.
You wanted to get some kind of reaction out of
kind of reaction. He wouldn't do it. He was like, "That's it right there. That's the one." And it was crazy because I thought Feli was the one. But he said,
I forgot about Feli.
He said Feli too regional.
It is.
He said this is gonna go all over the world. And I'm like, all over the world? Nigga, the world don't know me. You feel me?
Nah, he knew.
And when he the one picked that single. He the one picked that single, No Problem. And he asked me how I want to do the video. And I said, I like Training Day. And he said, you like Training Day? He was like, I'm gonna come up with something. He said, I'm gonna come up.
That's hard that you had the vision already. Yeah, that's hard.
He said, I'm gonna come up. No, he asked me who my favorite actor was.
Gotcha.
And then I said, Denzel Washington. And he said, what movie you like? I said, Training Day. And he said, all right, I'm gonna come up with something. And John put that whole video together. You know what I'm saying? Got Snoop, got everybody. I'm talking about even when I got there to the video set to shoot, nigga, it was a security guard out there. I forgot his name. He like an uncle to me. He said, hey, cuz, Snoop wanna holler at you. I was like, like Snoop Dogg? He was like, yeah, he here. I was like, Snoop is there? I went in there and, you know, this was young Snoop then, cuz, I seen Daz in there. Daz had them roll about 20 boxes of cigarillos with the weed.
Yeah, Daz gonna do
that. And he said, give him about 3 of them bitches, cuz.
Yeah.
He gave him 3 whole boxes of rolled up weed. I'm like, for real? He was like, yeah, cuz, this you, cuz. He said, I came out here for you, cuz.
That's Daz.
He said, that nigga Snoop said, I feel like this shit gonna be the one, cuz, for you. And I'm like, damn, like Snoop, okay, for real, nigga.
Well, shit, and not to cut you off, let's get to that guy there. You talking about Don P, man.
Oh, my God.
What was y'all, look, because y'all, that was your partner, man, look.
Yeah.
Still is to this day. But you got to tell me about the fallout. Y'all had a fallout.
Like I told you, the fallout came because really, Don P they was on some hard drugs back then. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't had made it there. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't had made it there.
Good job, Don P.
I was still
you
on
learned
weed.
well.
Look, I was still on weed and liquor. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Like I said, Tupac was my favorite artist. So good. Like, we ain't doing nothing but weed and liquor around this bitch. I ain't no fucking, you know.
Yeah.
But they favorite rappers was 666.
Yes.
You feel what I'm saying? And, you know, Tom Ski Mask and all that shit. So
that's partially my fault. My girlfriend was Gangsta Boo back then.
You feel me?
So I brought her around.
He was in love with Gangsta Boo.
Yeah,
he was in love with Gangsta Boo. He loved it. Recipe Gangsta Boo. He was like, these are my people. Like, I fuck with them. I was like, okay, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, do whatever.
Yeah.
But he used to get on some shit, bro. And cuz just like really just step over the boundaries.
He was a habitual line stepper.
Yeah, habitual line stepper. And I was like, hey, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I ain't with that shit, bro. I'm straight from the street for real, bro. Like, I don't play that shit, bro. And then when John, and he thought he was just so in with John. He thought he loved John. Like, he thought he was just so in, and I don't think John was like, I don't think they were paying him that attention that he should have been getting.
Gotcha.
And they were paying it towards me. You know what I'm saying? And I know he was looking like, man, why he get to go on the road with cuz? But I had that conversation with John before. Everybody else wanted to go party. I wanted to work. I wanted to get to what my dream. You know what I'm saying? I was fuck. I party all the time. Fuck that shit. And that Never Ever song with me on it. He ain't like that
shit. Now that's what I think the problem really was.
He ain't like that shit.
Because a lot of people, if I remember, you know, I was back with y'all back there. I was kind of like the OG. I remember that everybody used to think that was your song.
My song. even Shanika.
And Don P used to bother him a little bit back then.
It bothered both of us because I would be like, that's not my song. That's Trillville song. And they'd be like, nah, that's your record, cause you killed that shit. That's your record.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you can't make that my record, my nigga. That's their record. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
But because I had that face.
You definitely had
I had that charisma.
You had the swag.
You know what I'm saying?
You had the swag.
And I was just Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? They were like, nah, nigga, those.
Nah, you had the star part. Power.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
You was the Method Man of the goddamn of the Wu-Tang Clan. I get, no doubt.
And I didn't understand it.
The helpers liked you, all that good shit.
Yeah, I didn't understand that shit. I didn't even understand why he was mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand none of that shit. Cause I'm telling people like he telling me, I'm like, that's not my song. Yeah. And even
he used to tell me that.
Even Shanika was like, bro, your song taking off, your new song taking off, just like the other one. I'm like, Shanika, that's not my song. She was like, nigga, that is your song. Yeah. And you gonna quit hating. I'm like, how am I gonna hate? It's not my song. Yeah, I'm just telling you, not my song. But it ended up being my song because we were like a whole group at first. It was Scrappy and Trillville, and that's how we was.
I was click tight.
Before Lil Jon came around for all that shit, we was Scrappy and Trillville. That's all it was. And nobody had an ego or nothing, but we both wanted, they wanted that 666 effect and the Lil Jon Eastside Boys effect. I wanted the Tupac effect, being by myself, and BMF wasn't having it. They was like, nope, y'all going together. That's how we find y'all. Y'all going together. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, how y'all gonna put an album out with both of us? Like, I don't, cause they wanted their shit, I wanted my shit. And when they did it, it just worked. It just really worked. It really worked.
Y'all work well together.
Yeah, we do. We still like,
sound well together.
Man, we still work together. Like, that shit is really real. And like I say, cuz just used to be on them drugs, man. I ain't had made it yet. We went up to E40 house one day, and I think he said we were doing a song with him, and I think Don P had something in his shit, like he said something about the Saint Lunatics and shit like that. And E40 was like, nah, bro, they're my people. Like, we ain't doing no dissing toward the people. Like, They're my squabbilizations. You feel what I'm saying? He was saying
that's E40,
And he was like, that's my family. Told something he said, shout out to E40, and that nigga Don P got mad. And then when I came, he was sitting somewhere in front of the board, and it was next to E40. But I had told E40, I said, cuz don't like me. Shaw don't like me at all. Like, we might get the fighting out that bitch for real. And that nigga was like, nah, he said, I'm gonna bring it out to everybody. He said, I got this juice that I let motherfuckers drink, and they always bring motherfuckers out.
That damn wine?
That burgundy, that wine. Before he even came out with it, before they gave him his own.
He'd be on that Ross.
Burgundy. That Ross, Oh my God. So he put it, he was filling that shit up. Everybody was drinking that shit. He was like, ain't no liquor, this is what we drink.
Yeah.
But they was on that hard drug too, you know what I'm saying? And cuz goddamn, he didn't like his verse. He said, rewrite that shit. You ain't gotta rewrite that shit, cause I ain't finna diss my nigga like that. You know? And I went in there, I was on my shit. I knocked that shit out. But then I ain't even had no paper neither. I was just going crazy. And he liked that shit. Cuz was like, oh, that shit hard. That shit hard. Oh yeah, that shit hard.
But he ain't fuck with Don P.
He didn't like that shit. So I said I ended up sitting in Don P's spot because he had went in there and he was recording. So I sat right there. You know what I'm saying? And he came up. Nobody heard this nigga cuz everybody was talking and laughing and shit. And he said, you in my seat. I was like, bro.
Don P, I want you whisper behind that nigga.
I was like, cuz everybody right here. And I had my shirt off too. I was like, everybody in here, you sit anywhere, my nigga.
Hold on, one more time. What he came behind you say?
He said, nigga, you in my seat. Like that. And I'm talking about to the T. Like I'm talking about, and I'm like, I ain't even let you bully me, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know we're in a situation, we're in the play right now, but I'm not that. I'm not that. Nigga. We gonna fight, nigga. Like, and I did like I said, bro, like we not finna do that, bro. Like, go ahead on somewhere. The nigga scratched my shit. The nigga said, like that. I was just like, I got up, I said, hey, hold on, nigga. And I tried to swing on the nigga. They caught me before I could still on them, cuz. And we had a whole thing, bro.
This is my first time hearing this story.
Look, bro. And I ain't gonna lie. We got to the hotel, and we were supposed to be going to the Bible Ward that day. They had us set up for the Bible Ward.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Bro, I slapped Don P.
Yo, God, gee.
Cause it was just like that was wrong, bro. You did that shit in front of E40, my nigga. Like, and I had a whole scratch shit on my back and everything. Nigga said like that, like I heard it and felt it. Nigga.
Nah, that definitely sounds like that dog. I can picture that shit. I can picture that shit.
Like, cause I was just like, I was just like, even when I was sitting there, I was like, what the?
I can see the nigga. I can see the face that nigga made and everything. Like,
you know how dumb P get, man. So I was like,
oh shit.
So we got back to the hotel. Everybody was drunk, and I think this was the face off time. This was it was gonna happen. Yeah, that was it. That was the final straw. The straw that broke the camel back.
Lord have mercy.
The nigga, he came. He said, fuck, nigga. He was saying some shit in the van. I was like, what, nigga?
Yeah.
Nigga, I got out the van. I said, get out the van, nigga. We get out the van, nigga. Yeah. He get out, and he was like, what's up, nigga? And I slapped the nigga. I was like, wow. So I got really like this. That nigga got them grabbed the bottle and shit like that. Yeah. Hit me with it. And Dirty Mouth said, nah, bro, y'all just gonna fight. Y'all
gonna fight.
Y'all took that shit, and they broke it like, cause we had some like radio people with us. We had some.
So they did it
with us.
Yeah, they
did it, that shit. And then we couldn't even go to the vibe shit because they were like, y'all gonna fight. Y'all ain't gonna let this shit go.
God damn.
You know what I'm saying? And it went on and on. He made a mixtape and shit about me. I made a mixtape about him. And I'm talking about to the point to where John them brought us in the room and they were like, he was like, we can't do this. We can't keep doing this. Cause I'm talking about I had my homeboys jump him cause we was on tour, the anger management tour. And we end up at Club Chocolate, and Cuz was right there, and my homeboy was like, oh, look who here. And they jumped him. You know what I'm saying? Took the chain, the BME chain, everything. I didn't know they took the chain.
Yeah.
So when we get back we still on tour, I get back on the tour bus with John, and John like, come on, cuz, like, what a nigga chain, man? I'm like, who chain?
Yeah.
Like, Don P, nigga, don't do that. My nigga, like, that's your brother, nigga. Don't do that
for real.
Like, what you talking about?
But you ain't even know.
I ain't even know it. I get a phone call from my nigga like, yeah, bro, we got them padding this shit around the hood, bro. I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah, y'all tripping. This nigga label mate. Yeah, you about to fuck up
you fucking up the bag. You know what I'm saying? So I got the shit back. I told Vince where to go get it from. He went and got it because we had left. Okay. Vince went and got it, and I apologize to P. I'm like, man, that ain't how I even want it to be. You know what I'm saying? And a couple of times out of them years, like, we had got together trying to just.
I remember one specific time when it was all us, we was at the atrium and y'all was at the goddamn food.
That was one of the times we were trying to mend it. I was trying to be a big dog about it. And Cuz wasn't trying to hear that
y'all
shit.
Had frustrated the shit out of me that night.
I'm sitting there like that. I'm like, what's up, bro? Like, he was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, nigga. We can swing right now, nigga. And I'm like, cuz, I'm just trying to say, like, we can be done. Like, cuz, I don't give a fuck about this shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'll tear this whole bitch up.
I remember that night. He was standing up on something.
Yeah, he was on top of the thing. And I had my security guard right there. He was like,
there was too much shit going on.
He was like, why this nigga acting like this, cuz? I was like, cuz, I don't know, bro. That nigga just, he don't like me.
But the moral of the story, y'all did get it back together.
Yeah, we got it back. That's my best.
Yeah, y'all best partners right now.
My best.
Just for everybody to know, that shit ain't going, it ain't like that no more.
Nah, that's my best nigga right there. That nigga
Don P is the reason why he's here today also.
For real, cuz that nigga Don P kept me going when I ain't had no beats and nothing like that. When nobody really like motivate me to do nothing. Don P always was like, nigga, you that nigga, bro.
Yeah.
What you talking about? Even to this day, nigga be like, nigga, I got the beats when you ready, nigga. You that nigga. You supposed to be woo. You supposed to be this nigga, that nigga. I just be like, I'm cool, man. Cause, you know.
Look, you know what's crazy about that? I'm gonna go back a little bit further. And I'm gonna talk about how you was a nigga. Like, even with you getting up with 50 Cent. How you and 50 got together. Like, you always been that guy. How did y'all get together fucking around? You good? Go on, let it up. It's all right. Okay. It's all good. I'm gonna get it right. Tell me how you and 50 got together and shit.
Okay, so I had got into a situation. Okay, no, this is what happened. So I got tired of my manager fucking over me because I was on 106 and Park, #1 on 106 and Park, #1 on MTV Jams, #1 everywhere. And I'm still making $1,500 a show. Yeah. And I still couldn't pay for all the shit that I got. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then I had a baby on the way and shit. So I'm sitting there like, I sat there with my mama. Go ahead. I was sitting there with my mama and the shit wasn't adding up. And she was like, I'm finna get in this shit. And she got into it and she found out the nigga was stealing money or whatever. And I just got tired of dealing with Atlanta niggas because Atlanta niggas felt like they knew me and they can just take my money and do whatever. And I'm like, nah, bro, cause I've been and killed the nigga, bro, cause that's all I got, bro.
Yeah, say this
you know what I'm
it,
saying?
nigga.
This is it.
Nah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real.
This is my dream. This is my goal.
Yeah.
This all I got to take care of
This
my
how I take
mom.
care of
Them,
the
you know what I'm
family.
saying?
Mhm.
Like, so I'm like, bro, I ain't finna go for that. You know what I'm saying? So one day I was at a concert that Johnny Cabell booked for me. Shout out to Johnny. He started booking for me. And I ran into Banks and Buck. They were there.
Okay.
Banks and Buck, they were there and they were doing the shit. And then next thing you know, 50 came out at the end. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
50. I was like, oh, that shit hard. And I'm talking about they had this shit going. We was in the arena. It was like one of my first arena shows that I did in a long time. So I was in the back and Mike Lighty was back there.
Okay.
And he was the one that was booking them.
I ain't heard that name.
And he did like this. He said, hey, he just stuttered a little bit. He said, hey, Scrap, you got an actual booking agent? And I'm like, nah, I just let everybody book for whoever can do it.
Yeah.
And he was like, let me be your booking agent and I can have you on shows like this too.
Yeah.
And I was like, a New York nigga?
Yeah.
I looked at him,
Yeah. I already know what you was on.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
You know, you New York niggas that they take advantage of us and shit.
Yeah. We used to fight New York niggas in high
all the
school.
time. They thought we was slow and shit.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll holler at you, I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
And then I end up getting Crime Mob away from the nigga that was stealing from me because we all had the same people. I got them away from him, put them with Johnny, and
I'm gonna get to that in a minute.
And gave them their publishing back. And that's when I said, yeah, I need to do my shit, bro. I'm ready for some new shit. And I hit the nigga and I said, let's do it. I said, what I gotta do? He said, just told me. You said you want me to do it. I got you. He said, I'm gonna get a little percentage off of it, but this you watch.
Yeah.
And nigga, I started doing. I was on the road with Buck and Banks. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you got the G's up with the yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I already had G's up.
Yeah, G's up, but
you
you had with the G unit type.
Yeah, but then my G's up shit start, you know what I'm saying, picking up because I was around them and I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm at the shows I'm supposed to be at. I'm making the money I'm supposed to make. 20,000 a show, 15 a show, 30 a show. You know, I'm making some big money. And next thing you know, his brother came, but he said, I want you to meet my brother. You know what I'm saying? I said, who your brother? He was like, he managed 50. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I want you to meet Mona. You know what I'm saying? They got this. I was like, who's Mona? Like, so they flew me and my mom up to New York and I met Chris Lighty, rest in peace, and I met Mona. You know what I'm saying? Mona Scott. And they talked to me, we were talking to them, and they showed me everybody they had, Missy, 50, LL Cool J, Busta Rhymes, Fat Joe. It just, the list kept going, you know what I'm saying? And they wanted the management. I said, hell yeah. I said, same thing. I said, what I gotta do? He said, just shake my hand. And I shook his hand. I get back down here, and I'm helping John with the new album, not Crunk Juice, was it Crunk Juice? It was something else. It was something that I was helping him with. And I pulled up to the studio and John was like, man, you got some New York niggas for your manager? I was like, yeah. I was like, I feel like they ain't gonna fuck me over.
Yeah. Y'all niggas raping me down.
Y'all raping me down. Cause the thing is, y'all know me, so y'all trying to, come with the smiley faces, but y'all taking from me in the end. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, you know, and I end up going to Palaca, Florida one day, and I would be around 50 a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? Like doing shows with him, and he fuck with me, talk to me, whatever. And then I went to Palaca, Florida one day, and they set me up. They were trying to rob me. And I got hit in the mouth with a bottle.
I remember they knocked your teeth out.
Knocked my teeth out. I'm talking about I had the ass of a Heineken bottle in my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I spit that shit out, and all my gums was on the floor. Like this part right here, the pink part was on the floor. So I ended up going home, and I ain't never hear from John, nobody. Vince would hit me every now and then, check on me. They had like the women that was working for them, they'd check them, but I ain't hear from John. Yeah. And then I seen John and Trillville on the video of, I seen John and Trillville doing some cut on the video shoot. On MTV, and then they got Crime Mob in there. I'm like, hold on, that's my group. My nigga, like, that's who I signed. Like, what the fuck going on? And I ain't heard from nobody. You know what I'm saying? Crime Mob, Trillville, I ain't heard from nobody. And I got mad, you know what I'm saying? I was on some shit, and that nigga 50 called me one day, and I was still gumming, and had no teeth for real. And he was like, yo, what's up, nigga? This 50. I said, who? He said, it's 50, nigga. What's up, nigga? And I'm like, oh shit, what's up, my nigga? What going on? He like, shit. He said, I heard the situation you going through. He said, I want to goddamn see if me and John can get together and put you out, like make you the biggest nigga of all, like forever. And I'm like, I said, I told Chris Lighty that. He said, I know. I talked to him.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm gonna see if Chris can make this shit happen, because Chris can make anything happen. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, all right. And I was like, all right, let's do it, my nigga. and my first daughter's mom, she was pregnant with my oldest. And I was like, it was one of them things that they always ask you about.
Shout out to your oldest for going to Savannah State too.
Yeah, shout out to my oldest.
Real school. That's where I went to. Yeah.
Yeah, HBCU.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they never have good hot water. But listen,
fuck off.
Yeah, I'm talking about, they be like, I be having to go to a hotel and take a shower sometimes. Like, what? And you paying all that money, like I'm paying all this money for, you feel me? For her to,
I got you.
But it was crazy, because after that, once they, the nigga 50 said, I'm gonna come up with a way. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna come up with a way. Then he told me, he said, I'm gonna go to Eminem. I'm gonna go to M and see if he'll put John on the anger management tour. And then see if you can get on there with them. And then I can talk to, I better have a conversation and be up in the air, the atmosphere. So he ended up doing it. John came to me and said, hey, I just got on the anger management tour.
Nigga don't even know that was you.
Don't even know that was me.
Yeah.
Telling that, John, now I helped you too. You know what I'm saying? And then, and John paid me. He paid me to be out there with him. And I was like, damn, John paid me. This is the first time I ever been out with him, and he paid me in full. It wasn't no half shit. Cuz paid me $30,000 in full to do them dates. You know what I'm saying? We did like 50 states or something. We did 50 cities, and it was crazy. Plus, he paid me another one to go, because 50 wanted him to go on his tour too. Like, when we don't be on the road for anger management, we'll seg off with 50. So he paid me
spot date.
Yeah, spot date. So he paid me for that too. So one of the dates, 50 come off like with 100 niggas off stage, and I'm sitting there playing with his son. We playing basketball.
Gotcha.
Mark, his older kid. And he came out there, he was like sweating and shit. He said, yo, Scrap. I'm like, what's up, my nigga? He like, where John at? I said, oh, he on the tour bus. He was like, finna go have that conversation. And then he just took off, but everybody went with him, like 100 people. I'm like, I was sitting there for, I was like, yeah. And I thought about it, I'm like,
they about to go press, isn't it?
Yeah, I said, that ain't gonna look good when him come out. I said, let me go warn him. So I ran even past them. They didn't even know I was going. I ran past them, got on the bus. I said, that shit looked like Friday.
Yeah.
I said, hey, 50 coming. He was like, who? Nigga, 50, nigga.
Yeah.
And then the nigga, his security guard was like, 50 coming. Like, come on, let's get right. So 50 came in there. He the only one came on the bus. Came in there. He looked at John. He was like, hey, I think we can make, he said, I talked to Scrap already. I talked to M, I talked to Chris Lighty, rest in peace. He said, we can make, me and you together can make Scrap the biggest name in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And John was like, yeah. I don't think John really looked at him. He just looked at the shoes the whole time. He didn't really just look at him.
Yeah.
And he said, we can do that. And then once he got off the bus, the nigga John was like, I think this is gonna be big for you, you know what I'm saying? All of us, you know what I'm saying? I was like, hell yeah. That's how it happened.
Cool. Shit, speaking of crime, man, I know you signed them and shit.
Yeah.
And I know some insight of some of that shit, because I remember what was going down. Yeah, I know you didn't want to say no names, but what about Sirius, man?
That was the guy.
I know that's all the money. Yeah, so I remember Sirius at the time.
All the money.
Yeah. So tell me about that situation with you and Sirius and crime.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Sirius was a real help to my life, bro. Like, cause he and I hate that shit happened with us, but he was a real help to all our lives at one point. But he just got too beyond himself. Cuz started thinking he was Suge Knight and I was Tupac. Then he said, I'm Suge Knight, you Pop. And I'm like, what? And he was just treating crime all bad, bro. Like, I think he slapped one of them and I had to come slap him, like push him, like, what wrong with you, nigga?
Yeah. Look, I thought it was so weird because, you know, Sirius was around us and he come to the studio, then I started hearing stories. I'm like, I serious over there beating niggas up and shit. How that work? Yeah, I was.
But he wasn't beating nobody up in my crew. Cause we was on some, we all on some shit on my shit. You know, but Crime Mob was still kids. They was like younger than us. Like they were kids. So I'm like, nah, but I end up seeing that he fucked me over and he was fucking them over. And legally I was able to take the label over. And I just opted him out the group. I mean, out the label. You know what I'm saying? It was just me and bingo. And we took it from there. And ever since then, he been suing us and the group is every year of his life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Serious still out there doing that shit?
He's still doing that shit. He actually won something with the group. You know what I'm saying? Because just people just got tired of fighting them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and I opted out of it too. I was like, I don't care. He can have whatever that shit got going on. Cause I made my own of my own. I always wanted Crime Mob to have their own shit. I just like, if I'm making my own money, Crime Mob should be able to just keep their money. Whatever they work for, whatever you work for, you should get back. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was on. Even my lawyer at the time, like, you gonna get them, they whole publishing back. I'm like, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you done made money off of
I made money off myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I gave them their publishing back. And from then on out, I put them with Johnny Cabell. He started booking them and booking us, booking me. And then I went off to, you know, cause Johnny couldn't keep it together with me anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I went on with Violator, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, Crime Mob, man, they still doing their shit.
Speaking of Crime Mob, you dating one of the members in Crime Mob.
Diamond, yeah.
Diamond.
Yeah.
So tell me about that experience and what was going
on. I always had liked Diamond, you know what I'm saying? Cause she was like, I don't know, she just had that star power, you know what I'm saying? She had that, you know what I'm saying? She Puerto Rican and black, she look it.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? She look it, you know what I'm saying? But I waited till she was old enough and then I went in, you know what I'm saying? I gotta have it, you know what I'm saying? Gotta have it.
So, you know, she was, we had one of Crime Mob members on here the other day.
Yeah.
Which was Lil J, and I know y'all saw that. Now
I seen that.
I know you hit everybody. You was like, "Hey man, you got to get on the podcast and tell the true story because everybody's sitting around here lying."
For real, they lying. Yeah.
So tell me what they were lying about, and tell me. Let's straighten everything.
I didn't look at the whole interview, so I seen a snippet, which when I really looked at it, he told the truth for real. Like, but it was just like Lil J weird. He different. You know what I'm saying? Ever since he hit that bad blunt, it was just. He been different ever since then. He had a bad blunt and it was bad for him. But he's still Lil J. He like this genius.
He is a genius.
You know what I'm saying?
I
he's
agree.
A real genius.
Beat making, he's a genius.
Yeah. I'm talking about even like
making songs.
Oh my God. Like I did, let me go off track real quick. I did a song with my nigga Tom G from Tampa. Tom G, he like the governor of Tampa, like when it come to anything. And it's called Georgia, Florida. And we ended up making the shit. I wanted Lil J to come over there, like, you know, about the beats and shit. And he actually came in there and if you listen to it, you can hear him clapping. And he came in there, helped with the hook, like getting there with the group and saying the shit. And we was in there recording and Cuz kept stopping. He kept touching the space bar. And I'm like, Cuz, what's wrong with Cuz? Cuz, he came over there, he said, me and my nigga, we over there writing. He was like, y'all write something? I'm like, yeah. He was like, y'all niggas ain't writing that, nigga. I'm like, you actually see us writing right here, nigga. Like, what are you talking about? And then he said, nigga, I'll get on that shit, nigga. I was like, come on, nigga. Like, Lil J on the track, nigga.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But he was like, nah, I ain't gonna do that shit. Like, nigga, he's press Playboy to turn it back on. I'm like, what is wrong with this nigga, man?
That sound like some Jonathan shit.
I'm like, what's wrong with this nigga, man? So he's been weird ever since then, bro. But when I heard him, he was like, the girls had egos, and they do got egos. Like you can, I don't know if you married or you got a girl, your girl got a bigger ego than you. You feel what I'm saying? Like these women got way more ego than the men. 100,000%. And we be sitting there like, no, we can chill. The women be like, nah, we finna go up. We finna beat this. You be like, huh, but it ain't even about nothing. But they had this little thing, and I don't know if it's a dark skin, light skin girl thing. I don't know. They just had this little thing, and Princess said something one day. She said it's because they told her Michael Jackson was there, and she ran all the way over there.
I remember that story.
And wasn't no Michael Jackson there. But to say that, they did a lot of shit like that to her. Like they were always like like make her the joke or some shit. And I ain't like this shit. I see this shit, I be like, I don't like that shit. So I took her off around them and I said, you gonna be Diamond. You from Crime Mob, but you gonna be Diamond. You know what I'm saying?
So
and
you the goddamn reason why shit broke up, huh?
No, they the reason. I mean,
you just said you took them.
No, they was always like, I mean, would you sit there and keep? I mean, you still gonna be in the group.
You know I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, you still gonna be in the group, but you need to be a dolo motherfucker because that's how I seen the jealousy in the shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let me tell you, because all the motherfuckers are brilliant.
They are.
Prince is she's a fucking, she can write her ass off, and she's a beautiful brown skin woman. Like they do their thing, but I was just at that time I was young too. And I just had that ear, and I knew how to create talent. I knew how to make something out of nothing.
Lil J say that was his girl first, and you came around.
I never knew that.
You was a cool looking guy, had the money.
I never knew that.
That's how you got down and said you had more money.
I never knew he was. I never knew none of that happened.
I'm just throwing that out there.
No, I'm just saying I never knew none of that happened, but I'm just going off my end. You know what I'm saying? Because that's none of our girl right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to just jump in there and just.
That ain't none of our girl.
Yeah, none of our. She's doing her thing. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was just the point. I just knew she had that star power.
I got you.
And if I took her and did something with her, she could go crazy. And she went crazy. She went crazy with that shit. Now you know her for Diamond from Crime Mob. It's just Diamond now. Even though they like to put her in the group, take her out the group when they feel like it. You feel
so
me?
What you think? Does she want to be there? Sometimes it don't seem like she even want to be there.
Well, you gotta think. The star power that I created in her, you feel what I'm saying? I done put on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know
you
she
know
on
what I'm
Love
saying? I done did a lot with that situation. And she can be in there, but she don't have to.
Yeah.
She's still doing shows without them and making more money because when you're in the group, you're not gonna make.
Yeah, you gotta split the money with.
You gotta split the money.
You know
So, you know, that's all I wanted to fix the shit on, cause you can't hate on people if they not making more money than you.
No, you can still hate on the motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, you can, because I done had people do that.
Yeah. But I get what you're saying.
But I'm just saying, in the good space that.
Yeah, you're not gonna be thinking about a motherfucker.
You're not thinking about motherfuckers.
Yeah, I got what
you
you're
know
saying.
What I mean?
So then what I'm gonna take it back again, where a lot of people don't know that's outside Atlanta and shit about you and shit. Back in the day, you was affiliated with BMF.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, I'm gonna take it everywhere now.
All right.
So how did you hook up with that group of guys, and what was going on with that?
So when, like I said, my mom used to sell dope. So one time I was over the dope man house with my mama, and he was the same person that was supplying SWAT team with, putting them in the studio and shit. But I was over there with my mama one day on some drug related shit.
Yeah, I got you.
And Big Meech pulled up over there. You know what I'm saying? And he was dropping cookies out. That was I was seeing actual cookies. Like it was it looked like a little pie, like a little cookie pie. And he had dropped my mama some weed or something. My mama gave it to me because I wanted to do something so bad. She gave it to me and she was like, you do that. You don't do this. You'll be gone for a long time.
That's the big boy shit.
Yeah, you be gone for a long time. You do this right here. She said, don't take it to school, but sell it around the neighborhood, because all them little niggas smoke. Y'all be at my house smoking all the time. So I seen them, and one day after I got famous, Alex, AG Entertainment, he was doing the booking he was doing everything for Diddy and BMF, all that shit. And shit.
Back in Vision Day.
Yeah, that nigga Big Meech booked me and Lil Jon for his whole vacation weekend in Cancun.
That's a famous one.
We
that
performed every fucking day. So we got on this plane, and it was like 4 of them. But I ended up on the last one because I had to do something. I had a show or something.
But look, at least you tell the real story, because you know the story, bone crushing. Everybody tell me it was one plane that every rap nigga in Atlanta was on the one plane.
It was 4.
It had to be 4. I said, man, it couldn't be every nigga.
No. But everybody was on this type of plane. All the rappers was on.
I got you. Okay.
All the rappers was on. Bone Crusher, John.
Yeah, they been telling this story.
So Baby D is sitting right here. I'm sitting right here, and I'm looking down like this. I had my headphones on, and I took them off. Then when the headphones still had the little
they plug in. Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and then Baby D said, "Hey, Scrap, you know this Big Meech right here." And I'm looking down, Cause I seen the thing on his the ankle break monitor on his foot, and that's why I was looking down. I'm sitting there like, how the fuck you be able to go out the country with an ankle monitor on? You know what I'm saying? How do you do that? And so when Baby D said, hey, this Big Meech right here, and I looked at him, I was like, oh, that's Buddy. That Buddy that was at the house that time. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, what up, Scrap? He was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I be playing your music all the time, nigga. He say, nigga, I love that shit. He said,
he just try to sign everybody.
That nigga say, I'm talking about, nigga, we fucked the club off your music. Like, we fucked that bitch up, and then I paid the owner to clean it back up. Yeah. The fix his shit. Like, anything that's fucked up, I pay him back, but I always play your music. And I was like, appreciate it. But his presence was like big. I'm talking about, I ain't even know what he had going on like everybody else knew. But I was like, this nigga got to be a big nigga. Like, this nigga got the ankle monitor on the flight to Mexico, nigga. And then we got in the air, nigga. Nigga, we were back there blowing weed and drinking liquor. I'm just like, nigga, I've never done this on the plane before. And that's why they call it soul plane, because everybody playing music back there. The nigga, the lady came back there and said, no, y'all can't smoke back here. He said, go holler at your captain. Yeah. Go holler at your captain real quick. And she never came back. And we back there smoking, just having fun, having the ball. Rest in peace, Baby Blue, too. Oh, and a nigga pulled out when I was on that trip. Yeah. I've never seen so many gold bottles in my life. I never seen Alex treat nobody like
Alex treat that. Alex treat that nigga.
Like that nigga was a God.
Yeah, he was like God.
I'm talking about, I was walking around, nigga, Alex said, what up, Scrap? I'm like, what's up? Like, what you doing? He had like gold bottles, like just a whole bunch of gold bottles, and he got on the elevator with
Meech Ray Alex Rich, nigga.
Yes, I'm talking about, he got on the elevator with all the gold bottles. He was bringing it himself, not a waiter or a waitress or something. He doing it, he pushing the cart. I'm like looking at Alex like, this nigga is crazy. Yeah. Well, he put it in there. I'm getting on the elevator with it. We going up to the room. He said, yeah, we're going up. This is the way to get up. You don't have to go up the steps. So I was normally just running up the steps to get there. And when we got there, he pulled out the shit, and then he opened the refrigerator and the freezer, and it was already 100 gold bottles in there. Yeah. I'm looking out to the pool. It was Megan Good, her sister, the brat. It was just so many motherfuckers. I'm just like, yo, this shit is the life. I don't ever want to give this shit up. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And he had this one conversation while we was there with everybody, with all his crew, because I had made a mistake and walked in one time, and there wasn't no other famous motherfuckers there. It was one famous nigga there, I can't even say his name, but he famous as fuck right now. He was part of the trap music, you know what I'm saying? Not T.I., but you get what I'm getting.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He said like, he did like this, he said, oh, we gonna go. Everybody gonna go. Talking about going to jail. Yeah. He said, but what we gotta do, that's why we live in life right now. So when we go in.
I always said that.
He said, so when we go in, we can still live.
I said, them niggas knew they were going.
Yeah, he said, we can still live in our mind. We can still be happy and enjoy the moments that we had in our head. And we ain't gotta really worry about nothing, because we already had the fun.
So you think back then, during that time, that being associated with them guys in any way, did that affect any of your business in the music?
No, because I wasn't really like with them. You know what I'm saying? I was just an artist that they fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew what I was doing.
And they made sure they didn't tarnish. Yeah.
No, I stayed. I had my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I had my own shit that me and my little niggas was doing. You know what I'm saying? So and even my little niggas, they be like this. They be like, we need to get with them niggas. Man, we need to fuck with them. And I was like, hell no. They way more. They on some shit way bigger than us, bro. Like, we ain't got what they, you know what I'm saying? We need to leave that shit alone. Stay over here. You know, stay doing our little weed shit.
You know, that nigga used to love Sean Paul. Yeah. He wanted to get Sean. That motherfucker was coming out to everybody.
Yeah, he was.
I fuck with him.
But I'm going to tell you, he respected my whole G.
It was like that with us, too.
Big Meech respected my whole G. Like, he was just like, I know you with John, and shit, we just want to support however we can. You know what I'm saying? Wherever, we ain't trying to invade on nobody's shit.
He was like that.
Yeah, we just want to support. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all niggas shit. Y'all niggas turn the club up, like, basically.
He like rap shit. He liked it right there. Yeah. That was the shit.
Yeah.
But let's get back into your shit again. Now coming back, you got money in the bank, man. Tell me about that money in the bank. Tell me how that helped your career and where you was at. Yeah, most definitely.
So that's when I first signed with 50. And what 50 did, the deal we did was a one-off. I be signed to G Unit and John, a collaboration with Warner Brothers, and I forgot the other name Warner Brothers had at the time. It was some
Warner Brothers / whatever it was.
Some shit.
Relativity? Was it Relativity?
Nah, it wasn't Relativity. It was some real crazy shit.
Okay.
And they moved me to LA. I lived in LA.
I remember you moved. I forgot about that. I remember you moved.
Yeah, I moved to LA.
Yeah.
And I stayed in New York for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I moved to LA and New York and I worked on the shit. I was working on my album. I had Diamond out there with me, you know what I'm saying, working on her shit.
You shot to Miami for a minute too.
That was
recently. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I ain't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, that was recent. But yeah, man, like it was 50, man. Like he was like shit. Like I wanted him to get on Money in the Bank because we was in Australia. We was on tour in Australia, and we did the whole Gold Coast, the whole Australia. And he said, "Yo, Scrap, come here real quick." And I said, "What's up?" He's like, "I know who I'm gonna put on Money in the Bank." And I was like, "Come on, nigga, let's get it." I'm thinking it's him.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm gonna put Buck on there." And I was like, "Oh,
Buck was hard. Buck was hard back then.
No, Buck.
But I get what you're saying. 50 was the big dog.
Yeah,
you want the big dog.
I need the big dog right there with me. But he was like, "Nah, y'all from the South, and I want you to be with."
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all both do the G Unit South shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right. And then when me and Buck went to the studio, you know what I'm saying? And when Buck laid his verse, I was like, oh, this shit finna go.
Yeah.
This shit finna go up, my nigga. Like, oh yeah, this shit finna go up. I get it now. I get what he was saying. I get the vision he had. You know what I'm saying?
I think that was Ike's biggest song to this day too. Didn't Ike make that beat? Ike Dirty made the beat.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Shout out the fan base. You feel me?
Yeah. He got the fan base going, no doubt.
For the black culture, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So yeah, that was so how did y'all after that when you signed, what you kind of already told me? When you signed with the 50 Cent / Lil Jon, how was y'all's relationship, you and Lil Jon's relationship then at that time?
It was cool, but it wasn't because I would see shit like they would hate when I come around with my G Unit gear. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that when you got them start wearing your arms on your head, the goddamn love.
Yeah, they ain't like that shit.
You a little baby 50 then.
Yeah, they ain't like that shit. They ain't like this shit only because that's the one that paid me attention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta fuck with the nigga.
Who fuck with you. I fuck who fuck with me. I always been like that. I still am like that to this day. I fuck with who fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? If you don't fuck with me, cool. But John fuck with me, but me and him are Capricorns. Me and John are Capricorn. And we be on our own shit, bro. We be on our own shit. We be in our own world. We don't even really be, even if we had to help you, nigga, we gonna help you on our own time. Like, and I just wasn't with that shit. I wasn't with, like, you helping me on your own time, nigga. We gotta go now, nigga. Like, let's go.
And nigga, I done proved to you all these times, nigga. Not when I say something, it should go.
And I told him, I'm like, you my big brother, bro. Like, even when him and Pastor Troy got into it, nigga, I was the first one at Troy. Like, nigga, what's up, nigga? What's happening, nigga? What we doing, nigga? I'm talking about me and Troy. Nigga, I had G Unit niggas. I had down south niggas. I had Virginia niggas. I had all kind of niggas with me one night, and I ran into Troy, and I'm like, what's up, nigga? And these niggas pulled guns out. I'm like, no, we're not doing the gun shit.
Yeah.
Put the guns up, nigga.
Yeah.
Put them niggas, put them up.
Yeah, we gonna do something.
Yeah, we ain't gonna do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And me and Troy, we politic, we chopped it up, you know what I'm saying? But I told John, nigga, I'm your little nigga, bro. Like, don't do me like that, bro. I'm your little nigga, bro. I'm always be your little nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But y'all know he ain't built like that. That ain't what
That's why I'm your little nigga.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why you need to have one of me.
That's why you need to have me right here, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? I'm your little nigga, nigga. I'm not with the bullshit.
But he want to be so far away from all that kind of shit. That's why his ass went to Vegas.
Yeah.
You know
that's why he stayed with them white folks.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
But at the same time,
John started skateboarding, nigga.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm in John's defense. He done put on too many motherfuckers. He done helped too many motherfuckers to even have to stay in this shit.
I agree.
He don't like.
I agree.
Like
he a grown man.
He a grown man. He a genius at that fact.
Then back then, niggas don't understand this. So when all that shit was going on, nigga had a wife and kids at that time.
Yeah, you feel
and
me?
a lot of niggas don't know that shit. Like he kept that shit on the low.
His older son is a DJ and doing his shit for real. He doing his shit. I'm like, when I seen when me and Diamond went to visit him on his Vegas shit.
When they had his residency, yeah. That motherfucker got them.
And it was fun, man. It was, excuse me, it was so fun, man. It was fun. Like, I looked at him and I was like, I see why you don't.
That nigga just out there DJing, having a good time, nigga.
I said, I see why you don't fuck with us.
Yeah. Look, that nigga walking around like a character, nigga. All the white folks saying, what?
Yeah.
Okay, that nigga like a cartoon character.
Dave Chappelle.
They made him,
made him like that. You know what I'm saying? I remember days being on the tour bus with him and him looking at this shit and him like, wow, I'm a whole nother motherfucker now. You know what I'm saying? Now, I appreciate John. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So check this out. Now you done made another transition at this time.
Yeah.
You done went from being on stage, now moving into TV with the reality thing.
Yeah. And I did a movie before that. I did a movie called Just Another Day with Trick Daddy, Wood Harris.
Okay, Wood, that big time.
Jamie Lee Hector, who was on The Wire with Wood Harris. And there was a lot of people in that bitch. Jaru, everybody.
Tell me about that a little bit.
I went down there and you know, I'm all about my babies, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about that. And I just had one in and I was only able to stay for like 3 or 4 days. And they had to shoot me off that motherfucker because they were like, we need you. I was like, nah, I gotta get back to my baby. I ain't got nobody, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get back to my kid, you know what I'm saying? And I had Erica down there with me, you know what I'm saying? So who gonna watch the baby? You know what I mean? So I did that. That was my first movie, and everybody had already been saying, boy, you got a face for movie, TV and shit like that. And I was like, I'm gonna try this shit out. And I did, I got like 15,000 to do it, you know what I'm saying? And before that, when I was signed to Violator, we, it's a bad thing, bro. Chris Lighty hung up on them because I was supposed to be T.I. little brother in ATL, you know what I'm saying? And they was like, how much you gonna pay Scrap? Scrap is the hottest nigga out right now from Atlanta. You
supposed to be the little light skin nigga.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be the little light skin nigga. And they
Don Ross son.
Yeah, they said 10,000. And then Chris Light said he will not.
He didn't see how big the opportunity was.
I looked at the opportunity. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you just do? You just hang up the phone. Yeah. Like, Scrap, they probably paying T.I. 20,000, 30,000. And T.I. wasn't even getting paid that much. Nobody was getting paid that much.
Yeah, it was like Friday, nigga.
It was like Friday. And it hurt my soul, cause to this day, it hurt my soul.
Everybody got that one shit that they should have picked up and went with it.
I should have just said, fuck that shit, I'm finna go do it behind your back. But I didn't do it because I respected Chris Lighty, his value, you know what I'm saying?
That's hard.
And, but yeah, like, so yeah, I did that. And one day, I had just got through going through that shit with Diamond and Soulja Boy, how they just, cause I was really living with Diamond, like we had a whole house together. And then I look up, we get into it one day and I look up and I was on Twitter. And it was a DM, a girl hit me and was like, you know where your girl at? I'm like, she's getting her hair done. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then she was like, nah, I was just over Soulja Boy house, she over there. I'm like, what?
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
Yeah, ice cold.
And we get into it one day and then she was just gone. She ain't come back. She was, you know what I'm saying? And I was like sitting there like, what the fuck is going on, cuz? What is happening right now? And then next thing you know, I see, and I knew it was a Dub car show coming up, and I knew he was performing there. And I usually be the one performing there.
Gotcha.
I was the headliner for like 4 or 5 years. But you know what I'm saying?
Now this time you ain't.
I'm not. And he there. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that DM on Twitter, and I'm like, I haven't seen her. She ain't came back home, you know what I'm saying? And you know my mama, she there with me. She done brung all the family around just to get around me because she like, nigga, come on, nigga, we here. And I'm like,
yeah, you feel a little bare. You feel a certain way.
No, I was tender. I was a tender dick.
You kept it real.
Yeah, I was a tender dick.
Kept it real. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I was a tender dick nigga.
We all done been some tender dicks.
I was a tender dick nigga right then.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that though.
And look, bro, like, let me tell you something, bro. When I seen that first Twitter go out from E.T., the radio nigga.
I remember E.T. with all that damn shit on his end.
Yeah, that nigga said, whoa, what is this? I thought she was with Scrap.
And that's all I seen. Heart,
no, that's all I seen. And I said, oh shit. I ain't know what had happened at first, but then you got Freddie O. And you got, at that time, it was what's her name?
Was it not Wendy? Who?
Down here. What was
Who was a vlog lady name?
It was the blog lady
Swat?
down here.
That was popping back then when everything go out.
Cassandra Rose, something Rose.
It don't matter. We'll figure it out.
That lady.
Yeah.
That lady.
Mm-hmm.
And she threw it up, and the immediate takeout threw it up. And my mama was there, and my mama came up. She was coming up to see what I was doing in my room.
What your mama? I already know her crazy.
And I was in there teary-eyed, like.
I know she snapped on your head.
Like, what the fuck wrong with you?
Yeah, I already know she snapped on your head.
She said, nigga, what the fuck going on? Why you crying? What's what? And I'm like, Diamond is with another nigga. She was Soldier Boy, like and she was like, well, go get you another bitch. Like, what are we doing?
Nigga, I know your mama.
She was like, she did me like, she looked at me, she said, nigga, I raised a nigga with draws. And she came back with what I told you.
Mama didn't rub your back, nothing.
Look. What I told you, she told me at first when she told me to get out the house, and she said, your sister got panties on, you got draws.
Yeah, what she did?
She came back with it. She said, nigga, you got draws, nigga. I ain't raised no panties, nigga. Yeah. Nigga, go get you another bitch. She said, I go get something for you. I know a whole bunch of bitches that like you. You know what I'm saying? They want to fuck with you. I just don't be trying to be, you know what I'm saying, on you like that. And I'm like,
nigga, I'm hurt. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah.
I shut the door. I went in there and just lay on the bed and just cried. Nigga, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like,
nigga don't want to hear that shit when they going through that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that shit, that shit right there, it pierced me. And you know, I still took her back like a dumbass. You know what I'm saying? Because I was
gonna do that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nigga gonna do that.
Yeah, I was tender dick. And I remember one day she asked me, she was like, you'll get on that with me? Because you know how niggas be, we walking by and our girl be like, come and sit down, watch this TV with me. And I sat down there and I'm looking up, we was Love and Hip Hop New York.
Yeah. Like, you know that where I'm going, how you got there, you go.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, I would never, in my head, I was like, I would never do this shit with you, the shit you be doing to me. I would never.
Yeah, nigga, he ain't about to goddamn drag me on TV.
Yeah, drag me. That. And you know, women talk crazy to niggas and shit like that. I've been choke the shit out you, cuz, like how I be doing.
Not in front of her. Me and you by ourselves, we can do this.
I done choked the shit out of her one day, you know what I'm saying? I said, if I do it on TV, they will hate me. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck? But they would love you. You slap the shit out of me, how you be doing, you know what I'm saying? But then, when we broke up fully, you know what I'm saying, and I went and got back with my older daughter, mom, Erica. And she's straight Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Not like Erica, man. That's one who I really think you should be with. That's for another.
She's straight West Side, baby. She's straight West Side, baby. You know what I'm saying? Bankhead Court, all that shit. And I got back with her, and then Mona hit me. She had somebody hit me out the blue. And the nigga was like, hey, Mona wants to talk to you about being on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. We finna start trying to doing that. And I was like, why? Well, what the fuck? And he was like, nah, it ain't gotta be like that. Just take a meeting with her. She wanna have a meeting with you. And I went over there, I sat down and talked to her. And she was like, Scrappy, I miss you, Scrappy. How you doing? Everything's good, like the great godmother or some shit. Like a real mafia boss type shit. And she said, listen, I want you to do this show. I want to know how you feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll take your rap career all the way up because they don't even pay this much in rap. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting there like, damn, they don't. You know what I'm saying? They do not pay this much in rap. You know what I'm saying? When she gave me the, you know, how much they'll pay me, I was like, hey, all the time, like, shit. I don't even gotta rap, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And she was like, who would you bring on there? And I was like, I looked up, I thought about it, I was like, I'll bring my daughter's mom because I'm like, shit, if I put her on this, I can get off child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she making money, she doing her own thing. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, who is that? I was like, you know, my daughter's mama. I wouldn't say her name cause I'm like, you don't know her, you know what I'm saying? But then she Googled it right in front of me, like while we sitting there talking. Yeah. She was like, is this her? And it was Diamond. I was like, hell no, that ain't her. And you know, me and her was on beef mode then. I was like, hell no, I never do nothing with her. Like, not a single thing, you feel me? And she was like, dang, like, that ain't her. Who is the daughter, who is your kid's mom? And I said her name, and she typed it in, and it went to Facebook, and she said, is this her? I said, yeah, that's her. She said, oh, wow, she's beautiful. That's who, I said, hell yeah, anything to get off child support. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get off this shit. And I said, she said, why is the reason you would bring her on? I said, the reason I would bring her on because I know how I am with money, I ain't shit with money. Like I spend money like it's water, you know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck about money for real. That's not my thing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I never bought a Lambo, never bought a big expensive car because I was cool with the Atlanta shit. Old school, new school, like I don't give a fuck. Nigga, we Monte Carlo.
I remember you first Monte Carlo.
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like I don't give a fuck. Nigga, I drive like a Charger, nigga. I don't give a fuck. And she was like, I was like, I know she know how to handle money. And she'll take care of my kid no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I said, that's why I want on there. And she was like, okay, shit, we'll have a meeting with her. She said, but what about your mother? What about your mother? Because when that Diamond and Soulja Boy thing going on, I didn't react. I didn't react because I'm a man. I didn't react in public. But my mama showed her reacted in public. I did like that. I said, Mom, I'm going to Miami to get a head break. I already talked to Diamond. We good. We already settled it. We're gonna be back together. Don't say nothing. By the time I landed, by the time I fucking landed,
I already know.
Nigga, Twitter was just, and I was like, what the fuck happened? And I seen a text from Diamond like, nigga, fuck you and your mama, nigga, like y'all. I'm like, what happened? Cause I thought we were good. I thought I had my baby back. What the fuck going on? And I heard the shit. It was all over everywhere, and I heard it. My mama went crazy. She went insane.
Yeah.
I'm talking about tarnished, shouted name and everything. She didn't give a fuck what was left or what was kept. You feel me? And I was like, damn, cuz. So Mona was like, I seen the whole thing play out. I watched it.
Yeah, Mona.
I want to get that. I want to get that. I want to capture that. And I'm like, that shit, that was like months ago though. I'm like it was over with like a year ago. Like, and she was like, nah, I need to get that.
Yeah, world ain't seen it.
And but Diamond would come on. She wouldn't come on, and Soulja Boy wouldn't come on because he was still moving, you know, doing his thing. And Diamond just didn't want none of that. That was some crazy shit going on. It would have been crazy for her. She came in at the time. And man, Mona said, listen, you want to do it? I said, let me think about it. When I was walking out the door, guess who was coming in the door?
Who that?
My mama. I'm like, how you get my mama before you reach me?
Mona hell.
She's hell.
Mona hell.
So I went and prayed about it. I prayed about it. I said, God, let me know if you want me to do something like this. Like, how can I exist in this world? Because I'm not used to that. I don't do TV. You know, I do movies and shit like that, but I'm not. That shit, I seen that shit with Jim Jones. That shit ain't cool. You feel what I'm saying? And then I woke up one morning, and it was like weeks later. I woke up one morning and God was just like, just be yourself. This is your next, and I took that as this is my next level. I need to be myself. I need to do what he said. So I got on there. I told Mona, I said, I'll do it. You know what I'm saying? And then what didn't nobody know, I would fuck with Shay, you know, Shay Johnson, Bucky. That was my thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
I know, sure.
And she had already had, before I even had the meeting, she had already had the meeting and she mentioned me. So that's another reason why they wanted to
That's
fuck
how you jumped out. Okay.
Yeah, that's
she
another
put it in the
reason.
word.
That's another reason why they wanted to fuck with me. But my story was just too evolutional. It was too lit. And when I brought the baby mama aspect in, and my mama is a whole fucking
the whole different entity.
Whole fucking insane.
Yeah, that's a whole nother character.
That's a whole nother character.
And she being her.
And she gonna be
that's
her.
what people don't understand.
I feel like she toned down for TV. She toned down.
She might have.
She toned down for TV because my mama go fuck off. She's another species. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there, I'm looking at this shit. I look at it now, and all the years I've been on there, and now me and my mama, we get our just due. You know what I'm saying? Because when I first got on there with Stevie J and Jocelyn.
I was one of the first fights. That was your first fight on that time.
Because I ain't know nothing about that shit. I ain't know nothing about reality TV. I ain't never been on there. And they told me straight up, they were like, he's not gonna want to fight you. You on some other shit. You a YN. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? He gonna want to apologize.
Yeah.
But Mona said, I need you to keep going. I don't give a fuck how many times he apologized. You keep going. You tell him how you really feel about that shit. About him calling your baby mama a bitch. You go in. And we didn't know them. We didn't know them at all. I seen Jocelyn in a strip club in Miami a long time ago, but I didn't remember her from that. I just remember, I said, she looked familiar, you know what I'm saying? but she was well put together when she was on Love and Hip Hop. She was like, cuz was like,
Yeah, she was fine as hell.
Xena, the warrior princess. You feel what I'm saying? I was sitting there like, damn, like who is that? That bitch fine. You know what I'm saying? And so we got into it with them, like, and like they went to the hospital after that shit. So one of them was like happy. They was telling, they were like, oh, this shit is good.
Yeah.
Y'all did it. I'm like, what? Like, I don't
Yeah, you think it's a whole other shit.
Nigga, I'm on felony probation. I told him, I said, I can't be on shit like that. I can't do that. I can't, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So they even minimized the actual scene because it was more than that. Like, I really had my get down with cuz, you know what I'm saying? I was in there, cause I used to box when I was in there boxing and everything on that nigga, bro. And they minimized the shit because I could go to jail, you know what I'm saying? And after that, bro, it spiraled to be what it is today. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm at today, and it's good for me. I love it.
So that first season too, one of the most famous quotes, man. I remember I had a fiance at the time. They used to love this. One of the most famous things you said.
Oh, they still say it now. Everybody
put them paws on. Put them paws.
Yeah, put them paws on.
So them paws took you to a whole nother
level. But that's just me talking.
I know that's what you talking.
But like I tell people, that's Mama D son. That's Mama D son. My mama do shit like that all the time. Like she come, like that's her coming out in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just talking, and I was talking to my mama. You know what I'm saying? and then on top of that, my nigga, like I started. I ain't even noticed I was doing it, but I was trying to come up with a way because they said you can't curse on TV. At that time, we couldn't curse exactly the words I was saying, so I came up with a whole lingo. Just I was trying not to curse, and I didn't know I did it. So we was on the reunion one day, and Mona was like,
"The schniz
yeah." She said, "What were you saying when you was in between cuts?" And she went to it, and it was like shit, nah, you know what I'm saying? Feel nah, you know. I was sitting there, I'm like, I said, "Oh no, I was just trying to come up with something to say in between, cause y'all said we couldn't cuss on camera, like so I was just trying to." It was the last minute every time I would say something. It was the last minute of my curse word. I was finna curse, and last minute I come and say, "It's naive. The shit's naive."
I swear to God, when you text me that early, I said, "Man, he still talk like that."
I still talk like that. It's embedded in me because it's embedded in me because it's just my swag, my sauce. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. God gave me that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you what you should have done too before I get in that question. When you did that, put the pause on it, and you already had the name Lil Scrappy, should have been a pause song.
I did a pause on it.
You did a pause
on. I did it, but it wasn't famous enough because I wasn't really into rap at that time.
Yeah, you was getting the money doing it. You was getting that TV.
So I did it, but it was
nigga didn't put nothing behind it.
I ain't put nothing behind it. I ain't perform it. None of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
tell me, what's the difference between Scrappy on TV and off of TV?
Scrappy on TV, I have to do like Mama D do. I have to dumb it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Even though it may still seem lit, I'm dumbing that shit all the way down. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you still get the same person. I'm still me. I'm still the same person. But you know, in TV world, they have a edit part to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not all the way reality. It's reality, but it's edited reality.
Edited reality.
You know what I'm saying? So. You know, it's still the same person. You gonna get the same person regardless, but I dumb it down on TV.
So were you just talking about this, about rap money and TV money? What's the difference between that rap money and TV money?
I get that per episode.
Per episode?
You know what I'm saying?
What them checks look a lot bigger? Let the people know, because a lot of people don't know.
No, reality checks is way deeper, way bigger. You know what I'm saying? Like TV checks are way bigger. Like you have a whole corporation that's not, they just want what you got. They not trying to take your publishing money. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to short you down on shows and stuff like. They like shit. If you go up, nigga, we gonna go up on the money. Nigga, like so go up for me, nigga. I got you. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
So I ask myself about these weirdos that, you know, they always be like, oh, I never do no shit like that. I never get on TV. I ask myself that question, and I be like, hey. Why would they think you would get on TV and do all this shit without getting a big check for it? Why would they think that? Why would they think that we're like on there? Like even when Jock, my cousin Jock, he did the Uber shit, and it was like, oh, he broke. Like, why would you think?
I say that shit all the time.
Why would you think he would be on TV, not getting a big check? What? Why do you think this other person getting a bigger check than I'm getting? And we all on TV. Even the real movie, even the movie shit, the TV show shit, the sitcom shit. Nigga, I hear their stories. They don't make as much money as me.
So when you started, the checks were, I'm sure they were different from when you first started. So the first season compared to the season, because how many years you been doing it now?
Like 14.
14 years.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure season 1 check will be different between season 14.
Yeah, but I came in at Scrappy though.
See, you already had a name, so you already had a certain number that they were gonna put on you.
Exactly. Gotcha. I won little bitty guy, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I came in as they respected my whole shit. You know what I'm saying?
You was actually a hip hop nigga that did some shit in Atlanta.
And I was still in it. And you want and they needed the high talk and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like how Rashida, how all this talk. Like they need that. They need that back thing for the
to make it make sense.
To make it make sense. Why is it Love Hip Hop Atlanta? And we got all these out of town motherfuckers on. You know what I'm saying? But they got them people that reference to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's bloodline Atlanta, Georgia. Period.
So what's the common misconception of people have about you on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta?
I really don't care, but they I used to care when I first got on that I was a bad guy.
Okay.
And I'm a wrestling fan, so I say heel. I was the heel of the TV shit, you know what I'm saying? And which I wasn't. I'm gonna tell you what happened. I seen how Stevie J was moving. Shout out to Stevie J and Jocelyn once again, because I learned from them how to do reality TV. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't know how to do none of that shit. When I first came on there, they was already knowing what they were doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there, I'm like, what am I doing? And I have to go back to God saying, be yourself, be you. And ain't no acting, my nigga. Just go in there and just be you. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's what they picked you for.
Yeah. So as long as I was being me, I kind of veered off from it for a little while because I tried to be a player. And my daddy told me a long time ago, he said, "It's a lot of things you can be, but you're not a player. You don't have that in you."
Okay.
I don't have that bone in me to be a player. I'm not good at it. Put it like that, I'm not good at it. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to do that, and it shows from season 1 on out that I'm not good at being a player. You know what I'm saying? And everybody think that I'm this lady.
You smooth, suave.
I mess with all the women.
I got you.
And me, period. I just like being around women. I like the atmosphere of women. I don't even have to talk to them. I just like being around women. You know what I'm saying? But they think I'm this big player and I like to do this and do that, be with this girl, be with that girl. I'm like, nah, I want one girl. I always want one girl. And I just happened to, I was younger then, and I just wanted to see what was going on.
I got you. I got you. Trying not to get yourself in trouble. I got you. I got you.
No. This is for real. Like
I got you.
I want one girl, but
I believe it.
I'm a man at the same time. So I'm trying to keep myself from being hated by the majority of women and still try to see what's going on.
So check this out. Is there any moment in reality TV you wish you could take back?
Disrespecting all my kids' moms.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like disrespecting them because I used to be. That's when I was already into the drug game. You know what I'm saying? Taking pills and shit like that, and I needed something to, you know what I'm saying, get me in that mode, even though God had already told me just be yourself and you'll be okay. I ain't keep that with me the whole time. So I started doing shit like that and I started being very disrespectful and just doing shit that it ain't needed. You know what I'm saying? Even outside of it, being on Instagram and going at them and, you know, that ain't a manly thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So I regret doing all that.
Nah, that's hard. Yeah. That's hard. I fuck with that's that maturity.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask you this too, man. You always had relationships in the public eye, right?
Yeah.
Do you wish that you didn't have them in the public eye?
Nah, I'm
And so
good with that. I'm
you good with
I'm
that?
good with that because everybody else going through their shit and not getting a check from it. Y'all motherfuckers arguing and shit like that and going through relationship shit, but at least I get paid for it. I get paid to go through my shit. I get paid to get on there and get cussed out and go at, like, yeah, I love it. You feel what I'm saying? When them checks come in, I be like, man, I'm glad I was, you know
at
what I'm
least
saying?
you got
Glad we had
paid
some
to
shit
yeah,
going
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah,
Because and I'm not gonna lie to you, all my shit has been real from the beginning to now. It's still real. All my shit real. They might throw a little fake shit in there, a little editing, you know, a little extra shit, but my shit be real. I got a whole new, it showed with the babies. That shit is real. I was married, that shit was real. I got divorced, that shit was real.
Speaking of your divorce, man, you threw a divorce party, right?
Yeah, I threw a divorce party.
That was televised.
And from what I hear, men don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
And recently you've been seen with Britney Sims, right?
Yeah, that's my lady.
So okay, we want to know, is that real and what was going on?
That's real. Like I say, everything real with me. You know what I'm saying? I have heard of people doing fake shit on there, but you can tell what's fake and what's not from the feeling because you can relate to all the shit I go through. You can relate to it. That shit is real. My shit all the way real. Diamond, I brought Diamond on there. That shit was real. I was really fucking with Diamond again.
So how the hell you juggle all these relationships? How do you keep this going?
Life. You know what I'm saying? I just be feeling like life just be moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Life be moving, and when life moves, you got to move with it. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit there and be like, I do sit there and think about the stuff I go through, and I be sitting at the house like, shit's crazy. My life is fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I just be like, but if it wasn't crazy, I wouldn't be making the money I'm making. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to take care of my kids. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about I got 5 kids now. You know what I'm saying? I got a baby boy. He just turned 1.
Yeah, you got them skeeting out there.
And she from Brooklyn. You know, baby mama from Brooklyn. That's a whole nother thing I got to go through. And she on the show. I put her on the show. Everything that's in my life, I put on the show. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't get away from it.
You recently just had something going on. Well, that one recently. You just had something going on talking about your mom and your upbringing. Yeah. And you had to get a lot of that shit off your chest. Tell me about that.
So we was on Nick Cannon's show, one of his shows, and I put it out there that when I was 14, my mama had a stripper party for me. Well, it was a regular party, but then she came in and kicked all the little girls out, and she said, I got something for you. I got something for you. But this is my mama. I'm her only son, and you know, she love a nigga like that. Me and my mama always been connected like this. We fought together. We fought people out, like niggas she done fought. I was right there with her fighting them, shooting all kind of everything that happened. I was right there with my mama. You know what I'm saying? So she came in there. She was like, all the girls get out. Me and all the little boys, we in there like, what the fuck, what going on? But we had big dope boys, like teenager dope boy that was in the hood that she knew she was, you know what I'm saying, fucking with. And she let them come in. And then the stripper, she had a hoe that she used to pimp. She let her come in and dance for all us. It was like 3 of them. And all the older niggas was like, boy, your mama the true boy. They ended up throwing money. I ain't know. My mama came in there, gave me some money. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this? You know what I'm saying? I'm 14 years old. I ain't never been to no strip club. I ain't even heard of a strip club for real. I heard of Nicky's and all that shit because my mama would go there. My mama, my stepdaddy, you know what I'm saying? And they used to come back, I seen Tupac, I seen goddamn Biggie. They just say shit like that. So I'm like, damn, cuz, like, I'm in there. I see that happened, so I tell them that. And then everybody started, like, giving my mama backlash for it. Like, oh, wow, she ain't even a real, like, you don't do no shit. I'm like, nigga, y'all ain't even from,
that's where you came up.
From,
yeah,
bro. Y'all
it's
ain't
different.
Even from where we from.
Like, my first shit was Montreux, so yeah, I get.
Yeah,
I was
you feel what I'm saying? I'm from where the helicopter's coming over in your home. Like, I had a whole situation with a homeboy, my mama, dope boy friend, who she pimped with. He came over there, and we looking at the news, and they looking for him.
Yeah, he in the house,
and the helicopter is around, and we see the lights,
and we
shit.
protecting him.
We protecting him. Like I been through shit like that. I'm like, y'all are not even from where I'm from. Y'all won't even understand me. Period. I understand that now. That half the people that be online. Y'all are. They
don't have a clue.
Y'all don't have a clue. Y'all are computer geeks. Y'all are people that get on computer and y'all don't even know my life, bro. So I understand why y'all look at me like that. I understand why y'all look at my mama and say, oh, she not a good mom. My mama's a great mom. Like, she ain't never not been there for me.
Yeah.
I don't know nobody that has been there for me more than my mom.
Just sitting here with this interview talking to you now, it's a lot of things you done said when it was time when your ass was still trying to work and not thinking about not working. She was the one that gave you that push.
My mama is always right there.
Yeah, she
my
gave you
mama
that
is
push.
always right there. Even when I couldn't buy my own CDs and get my own studio time, my mama did that off drug money, nigga. And then she would give me and my little cousin weed and be like, y'all say that around here. Hey, he don't know about this shit, talking to my little cousin. He don't know about this shit for real. Teach him how to bag it up. You know what I'm saying? Like nicks and dimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. I'm like, like, my mama has always been there with me. When hard time, good time, right there.
That's real. That's real. I fuck with your mama too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama D, big
Mama
one.
D,
You know what I'm saying?
they-
The big one.
I fuck with us in the Mirage days.
Okay. We had you think the rap shit. Yeah. Nigga, me and my homies fought not all the boys, cause all the boys went there. Some of the boys in crime mob because of the Diamond Princess shit. You feel what I'm saying? We got into it at the Mirage.
At the Mirage.
About that shit.
Mama D used to have the Mirage on the chain on Glenwood.
Crazy work. Crazy work.
So how important is it to you? Gonna pull back.
Yeah, I gotta pull
up. With men's mental health too. Cause I hear you talk about that a lot. And I know you go through a lot of shit too.
Listen. Men's mental health, that's everything to me because I go through that shit a lot. I'm talking about just yesterday, it hit me. I woke up in the morning, I was doing my whole little thing I do. I wake up, I pray, I meditate and do all that. And the devil hit me soon as I got through, and I thought I was gonna have a great day. I'm finna video today. I got a big video I'm finna do. It's finna put me back. And he hit me soon as, cuz he was just like, boom. And I was like, oh, fuck. And I was just sitting there, and it's like, I understand, because I go to a therapist, I understand that you can't think too much. You can't think too much. You have to think and move on. You know what I'm saying? Because if you sit there idle with the thought, it'll grab hold of you. Just like going back, like I had a situation with my kid's mom, my ex-wife, where I would look at pictures and shit, and then I just be like, damn, man, like what the fuck, bro?
Stewing in that shit.
And I just sit in that shit. So I get tipsy and then start sending like, hey, I just, you know, hey, you know what I'm saying? And then my girl like, she told my girl, cuz, so my girl like, why would you do some shit like that? Like, and I'm like, I probably was in my shit, tipsy, and got in my feelings, you know what I'm saying? And not really own that shit, but that shit real, bro. All that shit real, bro. Like you be with somebody that long.
No, it affects you.
You know what I'm saying? It affects you, and I always ran from the effect. You know what I'm saying? Even when I had the divorce party, from the divorce party up to last year, nigga, I was lit, nigga. Lit. I was lit, nigga.
That's like, the way of getting away.
You know what I'm saying? But knowing that it wasn't all my fault too, but knowing I had fault in it, but it wasn't all my fault, I took it wasn't all my fault and just went with that.
Yeah, I ran with that. Yeah. I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm gonna stick with that. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna fuck that shit, but I ain't, nigga, like, I'm lit. And I'm talking about, it's people that be like, bro, you went up after you had a divorce. Nigga, I ain't never seen a nigga do it. Niggas be hurt. You know what I'm saying? But it was pain there, but I just didn't give a shit about
you didn't deal with it. You didn't sit in it.
Yeah, I ain't sitting in that shit.
So how did the divorce affect your kids?
It affected them because
you and your kids.
Because it was a different situation. Two houses. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was used to the same house. They always say, me and my kids talk, and they talk to their mama, they talk to me, they be like, the old house. The old house. When we know what they talking about when they say the old house. We be like, oh, yeah.
With y'all, with both of y'all.
Yeah, with both of us. You know what I'm saying? And even though they cool, they good now, but at one point, I can tell they didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? They ain't understand. And even that pain used to hit me, but I used to get off on it. Like, no, I'm not finna sit in that shit. Fuck that shit. I'm finna go on here about my business. Finna go and, you know what I'm saying, hit the red carpet with Diamond. You know what I'm saying? We hit the red BT red. Soon, nigga, the day the ink cleared on my divorce, I was on the red carpet with Diamond. And I'm talking about, I ain't even know somebody told them, I ain't even know that I was coming for real.
Yeah.
When I got there, nigga, it was all over LA. I'm sitting in that bit, like, I started seeing blogs and shit. It was like, it's reported that Scrappy and Diamond are walking the red carpet together. I'm like, nigga,
Who told these niggas that?
Yeah.
I just got here. I barely made it here. I missed all kind of flights. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how did they know this shit? You know what I'm saying? So it like the shit. It really affected my kids to the point that where they was like, you know, I feel like they didn't know, but they just felt it. They didn't know what was going on. They just felt it. Me, I knew what was going on. I would feel it and then push it to the side.
Shit, speaking of your fatherhood, man, how did that, being a father, how did that change you and how the way you move in the industry?
My daughter, my older daughter first, she changed me. You know what I'm saying? Because my first daughter to me was my baby sister. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to take care of her. You know what I'm saying? My mom was out doing her thing. But I really felt that shit when I had my baby, my firstborn. You know what I'm saying? I really felt that. I was like, that's my all right there. That's me. And then when I had my son, it was just like I would look over and he just like followed me the whole time. He just followed me and watched me.
Yeah, you like a god to him.
And I'm sitting, I'm like, man, nigga just looking at me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it broke me, bro. It broke me, like having all my kids, bro. That shit just, I'm not that horrific nigga for the street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you gotta straighten up.
Like I had to straighten up because they gonna see this shit. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see all the shit they daddy did. All the shit they daddy did, and they gonna want to ask me questions, just like my older asked me questions now. Why you do my mama like that? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? I know I talked to her about how she got at you like that, but I'm just want to ask you like, why? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even when it come to boys that she date, you know what I'm saying? Like it, you know, I had to give them niggas grace. You know what I'm saying? Do. Because I remember being like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got 3 daughters and 2 sons, man. Like, I got 5 kids now, and that shit just opened my heart all the way up, bro. It just opened because I look at them and I'm be like, they gotta go through this life.
They gotta go through it.
They gotta go through this life. They gotta go through the same thing you did. There's nothing I can do or say that'll keep them from going through it. All I can do is advise
Give them the advice. That's it. And hope they goddamn internalize it.
For real.
That's it.
That's it.
But I tell all my friends this, especially with daughters, I say, if you give them the right shit, they not even gonna attract the kind of fucking.
But they do.
They attract them, but they don't.
Still do.
But the nigga, they don't stick with them long.
No, they don't. Because my daughter, she don't play about that shit. She know, she be like, nigga, my daddy like, she be telling me, she be like, nigga, you give me money. Like I don't want no nigga for no money. Like, so a nigga can't come with that. He gotta come with something different. You know what I'm saying? He gotta come with some way better shit like than her daddy. Like you gotta come with some way better shit. Cause cuz gonna play with you. She gonna be there with you, but she gonna play with you. And if it ain't nothing real, she gonna let it go. She gonna be like, yeah, Dad, I don't even fuck with cuz no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You raised me. You know what I'm saying? You are, you know what I'm saying? You already taught me everything. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that. I respect being a daddy, bro. I respect like my kids. I really love being a daddy. I cannot be anything else in the world. I can be a dad. I love that.
So you lost your grandma a few years back, man.
Both of them.
How important?
And I lost my granddaddy after that.
How important were they to you in your life?
They were my real. My mom is my real mama, but they was the mama's mamas. So that mean they were mamas.
The big mama.
They were big mamas. You know what I'm saying? And doing love and hip hop, I never was able to mourn them because I always was going through some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I never was able to mourn my grandmas. You know what I'm saying? Like I did lately. Like I had my little crying moments. You know what I'm saying? But I never was able to really mourn my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? They passed and one of them died from cancer. That's my mama. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's the one that took me home.
That's the one you were talking about from the beginning.
Yeah, you know, and the other one was my daddy mama, and she always had me in church. She used to come in the hood on Cleveland Avenue, bro, and take me from that house and take me to church to be in the choir. She put me in the choir. You know what I'm saying? And she sent me to this camp shit to where it's like a church camp, and it was everybody from church, and I was like the most disrespectful, cursing this ghetto nigga out there because I didn't come from where they come from. I come from the hood. Like I'm really coming. When my grandma come get me, she's taking me from the hood to y'all. Yeah. And y'all on the east side. This is like the good East Side. You know what I'm saying? Not the one we
Early.
Yeah, the early East Side,
Early
you know
when
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
suburban.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, bro, like it's none y'all can tell me that like, y'all don't even act like me. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming from Cleveland Avenue, coming over there, and y'all have a church for kids.
Yeah.
And y'all singing holy songs in a hood way. They'll take the hood songs and make them church songs.
Make them church songs.
Yeah, so that's why I got the name Lil Tick. You know what I'm saying? I used to be dancing over there. And like I never got a chance to mourn my grandparents. Even my granddaddy, he died a year well, not even a year, like probably like 11 months after my grandma. You know what I'm saying? I never really mourned it. I just, the other one, she died from dementia, Alzheimer's and shit. And that shit just really fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just keep them in my heart, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just keep pushing.
So tell me, what does peace look like to Lil Scrappy right now?
Man. And this comes from Britney. My girl. I did it because of divorce. Before my divorce, I have never been alone a day in my life. Never been alone in a room a day in my life. I always had to have something going on. I always had to have the TV going, the music playing. I always had to. I never been just calm and just. Even when I was a little kid, like I say, my mama had shit going on with shooting and all. It was something always going on. And today, once I had that divorce, and I was able to sit in the house by myself, and the kids gone, I was able to cry and just get it all out. You know what I'm saying? Not even just from the divorce, just divorce and life and just everything, and just be by myself. I started to notice that that's my peace. Being by myself, just being cool, like going to the movies by myself, going to do things by myself, like with nobody else. Like, what do you like to do, Scrap? What is it that you like to do? You've been trying to, you was in the marriage and in other relationships and you was trying to help these people. You was trying to give them happiness, but what's your happiness? What do you like to do? And I had to learn that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd never been by myself. I always jump from one relationship to the next. You know what I'm saying? And I learned that a little bit. And then when I was trying to get with my new girl, she was like, well, Daryl, she called my real name. We both been married before. And I don't think we should just jump into it. I think we should just take our time. Trump do it. Take our time. We're taking our time. There's good people on both sides. You know what I'm saying? So I took my time with it and I actually learned the person. You know what I'm saying? The person learned me. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, it's clarity. Peace is clarity. Peace is sitting in the house with nothing going on and I'm just like this with the heat of air on.
Nah, that's real.
You feel me? That's peace to me.
Nah,
you know what I'm
real.
saying? My kids running around the house and just living their life. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
My oldest daughter telling me like she elevated in college. You know what I'm saying? My baby boy crawling for the first time and him getting ready to walk. That's all my peace. My mama and daddy telling me that they're still alive when I wake up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? My sisters and my brother, like, as long as I know everybody woke up in the morning, my granddaddy, like, I got one granddaddy left and he 89, finna be 90. You know what I'm saying? That shit, that's my peace. Like, just waking up knowing my people is good. My people is, my homeboys, everybody like, hey, what up, bro? Like, they don't even know it. I be like, you up, nigga, you made it. And we made it.
Yeah, another day.
You know what I'm saying? It's another day. You know what I'm saying? That's my peace, bro. Like, for real.
So, that's gonna be the next thing. Then we're gonna get almost to the end of this. If you had to make the ultimate Atlanta song, you got to pick somebody that's going to do the hook, make the beat.
Yeah.
First verse, second verse, and third verse.
Yeah. So, I seen when Don P did this.
So you already prepared, huh?
Yeah, because when he said this shit, I was like, damn, nigga, you left me out? I'm your bestie, nigga. You left me out. You didn't think of me? I would have to add a producer in there.
You got to produce. We said you had to produce. Okay, it's your song.
Not the producer of the beat, but just the producer to put it together.
To put it together. I like that.
You feel me?
The Quincy Jones.
Yeah.
I got you. I like that. That's the first I've heard this on this.
That would be JD.
I like
that would be JD. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? Only because he's real Atlanta and he watches it. He sit back and watch it. He do the whole thing. I would get Lil Jon and Don P to do the beat because I feel like if they did something together, that shit would just be so fucking theatrical. It'd be amazing. You know what I'm saying? I would do the hook. I would do the first verse.
Goddamn, okay.
I would get Big Boy or Andre to do the second verse.
You can get both of them. You do a tandem.
Okay, I get them to do the 8 bars apiece for the second verse. That third verse.
Third verse, you got to wrap it up. Who gonna bring it home?
That third verse.
Who gonna bring it home?
I had to get T.I.
Ooh, I like that.
You know what I'm saying? Only because when you talk and you hear all of the people that I just talked to you, all you hear is Atlanta. When we talk, we hear Atlanta.
Yeah.
You don't hear no outside shit. Like you, it's all Atlanta right there. You know what I'm saying? All Atlanta, and it's broken Atlanta. It's broken Atlanta. When I say broken Atlanta, it means these are people that done went through the hardest shits, bro. Like when it come to rap or anything. You know what I'm saying? And if it could be a +1, if it could ever be a +1, if it could ever be a +1,
I'm listening.
I get 2 Chainz.
I take that. That's hard. That one, look at one. That one of the hardest ones I done heard thus far since we've been making.
You feel me? Because I don't wear other cities' hats. I don't wear a LA hat. I don't wear an NYC hat, even though I probably done did it before, just take pictures and shit for a photo shoot.
Yeah,
but somebody gave me that. If you let me go get it, it's gonna be nothing but Atlanta.
I got you.
All Atlanta.
Atlanta culture.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it.
What
Check
else
it
you
out.
got for me?
I got one more. I got one more for us that.
What's that?
Give me the 4 most respected artists from Atlanta.
They have to be from Atlanta, right? Bloodline, Atlanta.
Atlanta. We talking about Atlanta.
4 respected artists.
No, let me get your 4 most impactful artists in Atlanta. Let me say that.
Can Outkast be together as
Yes.
one? Okay,
Yes.
Outkast is 1. T.I. Kilo.
I like that.
Cause that helped
It's
my
foundation.
It's foundation. So that's 2, right?
Nah, that's 3.
What I say?
You said Outkast is 1. You said T.I.
Kilo.
Kilo.
That's 3. Okay. Damn.
You're gonna leave somebody out and they're gonna talk about you when you leave.
I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Just like you got mad at Don P.
Yeah. But at least I had Don P in this.
Yeah, you did. You did. You probably.
For real. Pastor Troy.
That's 4, nigga. You can't go no further.
That's it. That's it for me. That's really it for me. Because I know a lot of people think a lot of these people is born and raised in Atlanta, and they not just because they sound like us. Yeah. They not us at all.
I like that.
Like I say, if I could get another list, Gucci will be in there, Walker be in there.
Niggas ain't from here.
Niggas ain't from here. Like they grew up here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about really born and raised Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. And for this show, you got to go with. I'm with you.
I'm going straight Atlanta.
I'm with you. So now you got to finish this lyric, man.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck because I'm all out with it. The game ain't dirty.
It's just the niggas in it.
Okay. There's another one.
Oh, shit. That was scary. I was like, I hope I know this shit.
Because when we on your side of town, we don't ask why. We abide by the rules y'all live by. And you're welcome to come. You're welcome to stay. But any disrespect.
I don't know that one. I'm older now. I'm just
Fly away.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's the CeeLo.
CeeLo, there you go.
Fly away. Fly away.
Okay, pussy nigga on display then. Kick in your door. Have my folk come bring the cage. It's still A-double-TIC. It ain't no hoe out there that don't know about me. I'm for real.
I'm for real with it. Put your hoe on this. Hold on. Put your hoe out on display and say it again, cause it's Sean Paul.
Yeah, there you go. Ain't no hoe out there for real who
that don't know about me. Cause I'm for real with it. Kicking your door.
That's good enough. I'm for real. That's good enough.
Yeah,
that's good enough.
I'm
that's good enough. That's good enough. That's good enough. Let's see. Born making money. I grew up in the hood. Yeah. All the hoes love me because they know me real good. Been wearing the same clothes about 8 days. When they cut the ball, when they what?
Hold on, say it again. I got too many songs. Bro. I know that's my song.
I know it's your song.
I remember saying that in the studio.
I'm finna to say, I've been wearing the same clothes about 8 days. When they cut the 8 ball. Hold on.
When they flipped it.
When they cut the 8 ball. When they
flipped it 8 ways. I think. I don't know.
That's it.
Forgive me for not knowing my song.
That's cool. I ain't doing a great job of reading out loud either, so it don't matter, nigga.
Forgive me for not knowing all my songs. I ain't gonna and to help me with that shit, to let everybody know, I actually have to listen to my songs before I go on stage.
I do too. I do too. That's another episode of Atlanta Coaches Podcast, man. I appreciate you coming through, Scrap.
I appreciate you having me, brother, for real.
And we out.
This is a Big Facts Network exclusive.